nations tonight and bless the name of the Lord. So we lift our hearts and voices. We cry aloud. Jesus alone is worthy. Praise of God.
29 after 6, Thursday morning, June 12, 2025. Good morning to you. Welcome to a brand new day, a brand new start, a fresh opportunity. And instead of fear, we choose to cry out loud and give to God the praise of our salvation, because He has assured us He is our God. He says, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. What an assurance. What a promise. Tap into this assurance as you start your day. Do not let anything hold you down. Do not be afraid of them, because he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. So instead of fear, we lift our praise, trusting that he that has begun the good work will bring us to an expected end. So jump out of bed, commit your plans into his hands. Be sure that you will not strike your feet against the stone, neither will sun smite you, nor the moon by night. Welcome to a brand new show. We choose to start on the note of praise. Start in the confidence of his reassurances and his promises. Go out there and do great, because you are not alone. You're not alone. We're here with you. Access Bank is with you as well, helping us bring you business sense. Access Bank says, bring your small, come for the big. Faketwa Bejikesia. Simply deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis into your new or existing Access Bank current or savings account. Join the promo, increase it to 500 or more and qualify. For our youth customers, spend 500 or more with any Access Visa card, qualify for a reward. The more you deposit, the higher your chances of winning. So don't sit back, deposit and win. There are amazing rewards like PS5, iPhone 16, Chromebook, so much more. It's a promo that's running from now to September. We're doing this in partnership with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Join the Faketwa Bejikesia train. Save now, win big in the future. www.ghana.accessbankplc.com. Toll free number 0800 004400. Access Bank is more than banking. Many thanks to Reverend Markwe for this powerful one. We love it.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesia promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji. As a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class senso. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesia promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account, and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show, Rise above the noise.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
William McFerrin.
Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your
Bobby McFerrin. He says, don't worry, be happy. That's how we're getting into the news review.
Be happy.
Fidelity Bank says, if you're ready to step into your dream lifestyle, mark your calendars because the Wheels and Homes Expo 2025 is here. Join us at the Wheels and Homes Expo 2025. If your landlord says your rent is late and is kicking you out, don't worry. Pass by the Wheels and Homes Expo 2025. It's the ultimate fair for everything mortgage and auto. It's happening at the Guard Park at the Accra Mall from 19th to the 21st of this month. So whether you're buying your first home or you're upgrading your ride, it's your one-stop shop for great mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable rates. Discounts from our auto and real estate partners. Come and find incredible deals, low interest rates from the Fidelity Bank during the expo. Come with the family as well. Remember, it's happening from 19th to the 21st at the Guard Park Accra Mall. We promise that you get not only get better rates and deals, so you will not get any better rates and deals anywhere else in Ghana. Admission is free. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. Jumping into the news review.
Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now.
Bernardino Kokuavle, Richard de la Sky.
Good morning, Caleb. Good morning,
gentlemen.
Caleb.
It's good to see you both on a Thursday morning.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
The can't like I got blood on the man.
Blanco Bo.
Hey, good document as zero.
Bernard, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Spotting a very beautiful African print there as always. I love it.
We are
Really cool. I love
promoting
it.
made in Ghana, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And
Even with the tire, it's Ghana made.
And today we're discussing tariffs and global turmoil
That's
beautiful.
at Alisa Hotel this morning.
Right.
And there's no other way to represent that conversation than to wear things authentically made in Ghana
Thank you very
to
much.
represent the new face.
Lovely.
So today we have some 4 great speakers. We're going to delve into a very important subject.
Which
And by
part
the
of
way,
Alisa though? Is it the OSs?
no,
or
it's a coded location.
It's a
Like invitation. If you've not been invited, just watch online or watch on TV.
Very well.
Because today Trump says he will set unilateral tariffs in 2 weeks.
Again.
Man.
Yes, so now there's something called Trumponomics.
Allah.
Do you know Trumponomics? Yeah, so it's something we'll discuss today, among other things. He said, if you can catch it,
Charlie.
I will finish you. Yeah, Mr. Donald, catch it, what Trump?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Charlie, that's good. We'll be there. Let's take up
Yes,
this morning.
the Ghanaian Times.
I take you to the Ghanaian Times for this morning. The big story says $300,000 equipment for Shraj goes to waste due to delay in obtaining services of network consultant. I can't believe this. Comes with a photograph of Mr. Joseph Wichal, who is the Shraj boss. Also on the front page this morning, Supreme Court overturns Akwetia MP's contempt conviction. And 24-hour economy policy ready on 1st July. That's coming in from the president whose photograph is here. And then the economy, we are told, grows 5.3% first quarter. Government statistician quoted here. And then the BCE taking off nationwide.
Yesterday, okay. Daily Graphic leads with new era for aluminium industry. Giadec granted 6 mining leases. Photo of Randolph Chumesi Ankara, who is the Giadec CEO. Also, Speaker directs MPs and ministers to regularize offices held for profit. Meanwhile, economy expands by 5.3% in Q1. Services and agri lead recovery. That's quite good to know. Showcase graphic newspapers and reduce airfares. Minister appeals to airline operators. On the back page, Mpox cases surge to 85. Public health measures prevent deaths. And Central University inaugurates hospital project.
Okay, let me take you to the Chronicle. Big story, MPIU escapes Bagbane's wrath after failing to obey Ohianfo's order to leave the house. Also, this morning, FDA to vendors, stop selling leftover food.
Stop mixing leftover stew with today's stew.
It's very important.
They're renewing it. Stop it.
FDA
to vendors, stop selling leftover food.
No, man, I'll go someplace that in it. I mean, I know I'm working.
No, what they also need to do is to monitor and you can announce this. So many places who sell food, they are not even worthy of selling food. And there's no regulation. So his announcement is not enough. Daily Guide, Edubohin trial, AG files 85 documents, 3 witness statements. Drama in Parliament over nurses strike. Pregnant people delivers join BEC. And the Supreme Court vacates Akwetia MP's conviction. Meanwhile, Mpox cases rise to 85. As we said.
Let me take you to the New Republic. AGI's James Bond's loot over 33 houses, cash and properties identified amidst asset declaration bombshell. Also on the front page this morning, telcos respond to economic boom as MTN, Telecel and AT increase data bundle for less.
Okay.
If you go to the business analyst, Yellow Pay and Honey Pay, BOG warns public against 2 digital payment platforms. Also, 24-hour economy, Mahama announces round-the-clock port operations. Meanwhile, government has approved the 2024-25 book and research allowance rates for senior staff. This is for public universities. And then Nina Kudona endorses Jumfo, hails him as strong advocate for journalists' rights. This is GJ elections drawing ever so close.
The National Enquirer says massive rot at GES as OSP uncovers widespread fake schools and appointments. Also on the front page this morning, Mike Adenuga meets President Mahama. And something here that says Fisheries Minister calls for greater transparency. More in the news.
The day break, fear panic at GPHA as wholesale promotions sparks anxiety. The AGDG of GPHA's photograph here. Also, Edua Sari whips for sacked Adenta deputy women organizer. Meanwhile, UTI scare hits Ebri girls. And then stop press is Johnson Asidu Nketia rejecting GPHA board chair position.
Let me take you now to the BNFT, the final newspaper from it this morning. Economy grows by 5.3% in first quarter 2025. I told you about that a short while ago. Also, Mahama declaring July 1 as the starting date for 24-hour economy. Republic Bank rolls out CD mortgage campaign, and oil windfall fails to deliver socio-economic transformation, according to a study by the University of Ghana.
Let me give you the Hawk headline. Sick system. Nurses walk out over MPP's broken promises. Patients left in agony. Also, no cameras, no noise, just results. IGP Yohunu fixes the police without the flash. Meanwhile, my majority says minorities want Ghana CD rage is fake populist stunt. This is in relation to the tariff or the levy for fuel.
Okay, let me take you online very quickly, gentlemen. Channel1news.com. Mahama applauds police for crackdown on robberies, other crimes. Roadmap to train 20,000 youth in poultry and livestock farming launched. And Ghana's justice system undermines human rights reputation. This is Crime Check Foundation. In the eastern region, the police have seized 150 sacks of suspected Indian hemp, and they've arrested 2 drivers. Omanibu is defending the release of senior generals, citing legal and historical precedent. Government's excuse on nurses' budget shortfall, irresponsible talk. This is a policy analyst. ECG to embark on nationwide revenue mobilization from June 16, and on Akwetia, let's end litigation and move on. And as Kumi's lawyer to contenders. And the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association strike. On that, the retired nurses are sicker than the patients themselves. This is a former president of the association speaking. And on the NPP's defeat, Kennedy Japan's claims are untenable. This is Nana Komia speaking earlier on Eyewitness News. If you go to citynewsroom.com, of course, on the City Business Festival, we bring our first forum on global tariff disputes and Ghana's economic recovery. That will be held later today. Oforiata's extradition in motion as AGOSP coordinate efforts, and Parliament's Health Committee is set to meet striking nurses later today. If I take you to my Journal Online, NAPO is under investigation for mathematical set procurements and other issues. This is the Deputy AG Stramsai speaking. Dozens of ex-government officials quietly answering for their tenure without fanfare, and then we are told that some former government appointees are also choking or providing the Attorney General with information as to some of the other appointees they found to have been corrupt. If you go to the High Street Journal, Transport Minister fears limited competition, turning the two domestic airlines into a monopoly. And then the manufacturing is defying industry slowdown with 6.6 growth in Ghana's first quarter GDP. Gold keeps Ghana's mining sector afloat despite oil slump. BBC quickly, U.S. to partially evacuate embassy in Iraq as Iran tensions rise. If you stay there and you look at the African portal, nearly 50 people killed in South African floods. Starvation alert as children fill Kenya refugee ward after U.S. aid cuts. A whole lot more. But gentlemen, let's get into the details.
Well, you know, in recent times, our city has been performing well. We've been calling for prices of fuel to go down. That's and related matters and prices elsewhere to also fall. There's an interesting study by the University of Ghana that is published on page 3 of the BNFT. I thought I should draw your attention to that. It says oil windfall fails to deliver socio-economic transformation. Juliet Etepe writes for the paper on page 3 and says despite accruing commendable oil revenue since 2011, the country's oil wealth has not significantly improved the socio-economic conditions of its citizens. A new study by the University of Ghana has revealed. Now, the study covered from 2011 to 2023 and was conducted between 2022 and 2023 by the University of Ghana Business School with support from the Ford Foundation. It found that after receiving, quote, over $10 billion in oil revenue, oil wealth has not significantly altered the socio-economic conditions for most Ghanaians, unquote. More recent figures from the Public Interest and Accountability Committee, PIAC, place total oil revenue at $11.21 billion as of 2024, highlighting continued inflows into the sector. Of this amount, approximately 27.51 billion Ghana cedis has been allocated to fund national projects through the annual budget funding amount. Between 2011 and 2016, the administrations of the late President John Evans Atta Mills and former President John Dramani Mahama disbursed 3.31 billion Ghana cedis. And from 2017 to 2024, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government allocated 24.2 billion Ghana cedis. Well, but the findings suggest that our oil transformation hasn't happened. And the very thing we said we were going to avoid with the Heritage Fund and all the allocations that we have, disease. Nothing is happening.
It's not strong.
Well, you read a story about the transport minister asking for more competition
in the airline space.
Yeah, I think it's important because, you know, even though the dollar is weakening against the cedi,
airfares are not going down.
Yes, a number of people have contacted me that, for example, the two-way Accra-Kumasi flight costs between $200 and $350 on average. And according to some people, this is outrageous considering the short distance and the fact that most airline costs, such as fuel and aircraft leasing, are dollar denominated. With the cedi gaining strength, logic suggests that fares should stabilize or even decline. And then the person says becoming too much, and that buying a ticket from Accra to Kumasi could go as far as over 4,000 cedis.
And I'll give you some small bottle of
so
water.
where was the minister speaking?
It's on the High Street Journal. Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikwe has raised concerns about the limited competition in Ghana's domestic airline space, which he says is driving up fares to the detriment of travelers. The exorbitant air transport fares, mainly driven by less competition, are placing a heavy burden on travelers who rely on air travel for business, health, or family obligations across regions. Ghana's domestic airline space is currently dominated by just two carriers, Africa World Airlines and Passion Air. Experts say these two are creating a de facto duopoly. This concentrated market has led to high fares, limited seat availability, and suppressed passenger volume. Now, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority has actively invited new entrants to enhance competition. The passenger numbers peaked at over 850,000 in 2022 before dipping due to capacity constraints and pricing issues. Now, Bernard, AGI is saying that the high cost of production is hindering price reductions despite Citi gains. Daniel Dro is writing on Citi Newsroom. The Association of Ghana Industries has expressed concern over the persistently high cost of production, citing it as a major obstacle to reducing the price of goods and services despite the recent appreciation of the Ghanaian cedi. Now, speaking before the Parliamentary Select Committee on Trade, Industry and Tourism, AGI's National Treasurer Raphael Aiche explained that the cost of raw materials remain elevated, making it difficult for businesses to pass on the benefits of a stronger cedi to customers.
So Nini, he led with this for Business News yesterday.
Right.
Let me give you two quick stories on the strike action.
Yes, please.
So according to the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, delay in nurses' conditions of service caused by internal union dispute. Now, George Smith Graham has been speaking to Samir Yafi on Eyewitness News, and he says that the government had deliberately, he dismissed claims that government had deliberately stalled the process, explaining that a legal injunction resulting from the union's internal wrangling halted implementation efforts last year. This is correct because I think the nurses confirmed this.
That's true.
Now, still on that, Parliament held committee to meet striking nurses today. This is still citynewsroom.com.
Okay.
The health committee said they will meet with the leadership of GRNMA today in an effort to resolve the ongoing industrial action. And then yesterday, Samir Yafi interviewed a former president of the Ghana Nurses Association, Kweku Asante Krobia, who said something quite interesting. He said retired nurses are even sicker than patients, and that they have musculo, all kinds of diseases. Musculoskeletal, So, former president of GRNMA, Kweku Asante Krobia, has strongly criticized the health ministry's plan to deploy retired nurses and midwives as temporary measure amid the ongoing strike, calling the move unrealistic and detachment from reality. He said the minister must be serious to think that he's bringing on board retired nurses and midwives. Can that gap be filled by them? Can they stand the pressure that has been generated? Does he know them and where they live? Where is he going to get the money to pay them? The minister just does not care about the situation. Robia said the government's response reflects a broader lack of seriousness in addressing the strike, urging both the finance and health ministry to act swiftly.
And Bernard,
we should buy a boniki for them.
You read a story about the book and research allowance for the tertiary.
I have that here.
Yeah.
Government has approved the 2024-25 book and research allowance rate for senior staff.
Okay.
Under the approved structure, academic staff will receive $1,500 as book and research and $1,600 as research allowance. Non-academic senior staff will receive $1,500 as book allowance. The cedi equivalent will be calculated using the rate of BOG's average exchange rate.
Is it for
15.47? So, government has approved this according to Citi News. The directive applies to all public tertiary institutions and members of colleges of education, teachers association, and this is for only senior members who are eligible for the payments.
I see. That's quite.
So why is it in dollars though? Why is it quoted in dollars?
Maybe the
I know they are
books
paying a
in
CD,
but it will be paid in CD.
But
Because maybe they are buying books.
They're
A lot of the books that you
important.
use for your research, the publishers are foreign anyway.
Okay, let me take you back to the Chronicle. There's a story that I want to draw your attention to quickly. It's on page 3. MPIU escapes Bagbin's wrath, still related to the health sector, because he wanted to raise an issue with the health sector when the chaos happened. Now, Jennifer Ambole reporting says Dr. Nana Ayew Afriye, Member of Parliament for the Effigiasi Asokore constituency and ranking member on the Health Committee, narrowly escaped referral to the Parliament's Privileges Committee on Tuesday after a dramatic confrontation over an urgent statement on the ongoing nurses strike. Now, Dr. Nana Yefrie, who also serves as the ranking member of the Health Committee, wanted to make an urgent statement addressing the strike undertaken by the Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Now, the strike, it goes on to give you data. But yesterday, Speaker Bagbe resolved the matter, got the majority and the minority leaders to speak to the issue, and they say they are dealing with it.
The AG's department has a lot of stories. Daily Guide leads with a Dubuahin trial. AG files 85 documents and 3 witness statements. The office has also filed witness statements of 3 witnesses it will be calling to prove the allegation made against the accused persons who, according to the court documents, created private companies that mirrored a public entity and funneled the resources into them. Then, Deputy AG has been speaking on a number of cases. He says, for example, that dozens of ex-government officials are quietly answering for their tenure without fanfare. He also says oral process is not slow, it's moving fast. And then he also says Iyoko and NIB will investigate Kenoforiata and that extradition processes are underway. All of those he said in an interview yesterday. So quite a lot coming from the AG side.
And still talking about the courts, if you go to page 3 of the Chronicle, Supreme Court rules on Ernest Kumi's case against Koforidua High Court. Bernice Besse reports that the Supreme Court of Ghana has delivered its decision in the case of Ernest Kumi versus the High Court, Koforidua Court 3, presided over by Justice Emmanuel Senyo Amadahe. Now, the case stemmed from the events surrounding a parliamentary election petition and subsequent contempt proceedings with Kumi contended were fraught with procedural irregularities and judicial bias. The point was that the justice convicted him for contempt of court and subsequently issued an arrest warrant for him. His lawyers decided to go before the Supreme Court to get an order quashing that decision. Yesterday, the Supreme Court delivered a decision that said, look, first judge, you got it wrong. We are restraining you from ever sitting on the case going forward.
But has the substantive matter been finished?
Not yet.
No, not
yet.
Now, it's still on the criminal justice system. Cops tortured Atayi to frame innocent mechanic. This is the lawyer for the gentleman who, Asante Jekum, who had spent 23 years in incarceration for a crime he did not commit. So George Bernard Shaw, counsel for Asante Jekum, has alleged that notorious armed robber Atayi and co-accused were tortured by police to extract confessions during their detention, confessions that wrongly implicated Jekum and formed the basis for his conviction. Now, Asante Jekum was sentenced to 35 years in 2010 after being linked to Atayi, who was jailed for 160 years. But on June 5, the Court of Appeal acquitted and discharged Jekum, ending a 15-year legal ordeal.
Let me take you to some labor and environmental issues. Pambros faces massive job cuts amid ongoing encroachments. Channel1news.com. Pambros Salt Industry Limited, one of Ghana's oldest indigenous salt producers, faces an existential threat as massive land encroachment by private developers jeopardizes its operations and puts thousands of jobs at risk. Now, portions of the company's salt mines at Wager are being aggressively encroached upon for estate development by individuals alleged to be of Chinese nationality. Despite
this story actually came up on Tuesday. Yes, we reviewed it on Tuesday as well. So it's still there. I mean, it's a good story to remind us of. But it's not a new story.
It's not new, very well.
It's not a new story, strictly speaking.
Okay, so let me quickly draw your attention to this story about Shiraj. It's a very concerning story. Now, Raymond Amposa, writing on the center spread, says $300,000 worth of communication equipment procured for the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice have been left to rot due to delays in obtaining the services of a network consultant. Can you imagine? Now, the network consultant is to help in the deployment and networking of the equipment across the country. However, this service has not been secured years after the equipment arrived in the country. Now, the commissioner, Mr. Joseph Withal, who disclosed this when the Minister of State for Public Sector Reforms, Mrs. Lydia Lamisi, called on him at his office in Accra last Wednesday, expressed concern over the situation and asked for measures to be undertaken to rectify it. I mean, this is completely unacceptable. Is it the case that we don't have the money to get one, or that we don't have the expertise? I think this matter has got to be resolved.
There's a very concerning alarm being raised by road users this morning. It says, help. In Sawam Road, Pobiman, Amasaman, Pokwase, no one is going to work this morning. Yesterday evening was terrible. This morning is something else. Please, we need your help. We need a reporter to do a walk through that stretch. So I think something has happened on the road, and the person sends me a video. It's like a major blockade and so much traffic.
That road has got to be fixed and dealt with properly.
Yeah.
Before I go though, please let's grab a copy of the Chronicle. If you buy from people who sell food, please, they are saying FDA is
Stop
saying
selling
stop
leftover
selling
food.
the leftover food. We know that in our homes we like a chocolate,
I love
a
you.
chocolate because
But when
that
we
is
come
when
to the
where they be. But when you are selling it, it is wrong.
Yes.
Stop it.
So what do we do? You should report them to
Yeah, so if you taste the food and the food is suspicious, yes, call the FDA.
That was a newspaper review.
My buddy, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling. Oh, you go work. But you know it's out your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out your side. And when you dream, no say, I never you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I never you. Fidelity. If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I lay aside, Fidelity.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. Now, what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make her feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Neil Latte is here with the breakfast edition of the City Business News, brought to you by Echo Bank and MTN. Neil, good morning.
Good morning, Caleb. Hello there. Welcome to the breakfast edition of City Business News on 97.3 City FM, brought to you by MTN, Goil and Echo Bank. Our headlines: First City Business Festival Forum kicks off today with focus on trade tensions amid Ghana's economic recovery. Also coming up, prudent spending propels Ghana's first quarter growth, but economists are urging a more focused strategy on job creation. We'll be telling you more. Plus, Ghana nears completion of digital passenger system to boost air travel security and efficiency. I am Ni Latte. Thank you for joining us. This morning, City FM and Channel 1 Television will be leading a national discussion on global tariff dispute, their ripple effect, and how it fits into Ghana's economic recovery strategy. The conversation is part of the 2025 City Business Festival, and it's the first of two forums for this year. The high-level packed event is set to bring together policymakers, trade experts, and business leaders to chart a resilient path forward amid shifting global trade dynamics. General Manager of City FM and Channel 1 TV, Bernard Avle, has been highlighting the importance of this trade forum as he calls for stronger protection against external trade shocks. There is more in the following report.
Ghana, like many developing economies, relies heavily on stable global trade for its exports, imports, and investment flows. With the country recovering from recent economic shocks, understanding the impacts of global tariff disputes is key to shaping resilient policies and business strategies. Ahead of the maiden forum of this year's City Business Festival themed the Global Tariff Dispute, Navigating Ghana's Recovery Strategy, Citi FM and Channel 1 TV's General Manager Bernard Avler stressed the need to protect Ghana and Africa from global trade disruptions.
Between January and now, you can say average U.S. tariffs on countries is about 25% higher. That means that everything is going to change in terms of how affordable the things we export to the U.S. are and how affordable things U.S. exports to other countries are, because usually when a country imposes tariffs, some countries reciprocate. So I would say this is a great time to have this discussion because it affects the whole world. It's a global conversation. It's also an Africa conversation.
He outlined how the theme and panelist selection aims to spark a deep, practical discussion that will benefit both policymakers and the business community.
The best way to benefit from the forum is to be there or to listen or watch, because we've assembled some very important people. Dr. Ekospi Ogabra is the former Minister for Trade, but he's special because he's also a former Ghana ambassador to the US. So he understands the way the US works more than most people. He understands what's going on. We also have Mavis Osu Jemfi, who is the president of the Africa Center for Economic Transformation. Mavis will also bring some perspective to what countries like Ghana need to do, what businesses need to do, so that the shocks we are seeing on the world scene do not wipe out their businesses. Then we have Michael Koto, who is with Confidant. So he will do a baseline presentation on where we are with global tariffs. Then Mr. Emmanuel Mensah from APSA. There's nothing you can do without money. So APSA are our sponsors for the business festival, and he will bring a perspective of how businesses can access the right types of finance to be export competitive. So it's going to be a nice...
The Forum on Trade will be held from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Alisa Hotel and will be broadcast live on Channel 1 TV.
See you there or join us live on radio and television. But that was Netele Nete Ajahu with that report. As always, the City Business Festival is proudly powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television. We are sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN and Zondatech Ghana Limited. Now, Ghana's economy continues to show resilience in the face of global trade disruptions, with fresh data from the Ghana Statistical Service suggesting a 5.3% growth in the first quarter of the year. This is an improvement from the 4.9% recorded in the same period last year. Government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu says the uptick is as a result of Ghana's ability to weather external shocks, including the ongoing global tariff war, through improved domestic fundamentals and targeted policy interventions.
We made a point that the global terrain is marked by trade tensions, and we are all aware of what is happening. So all other things being equal, one would have assumed that because of the trade wars and trade tensions, it should have a very significant dampening effect on growth. What we are saying is that the numbers we are seeing for the first quarter of 2025 in terms of growth doesn't seem to suggest that the impact of the trade tensions is very significant on Ghana. But this is early days yet. But the data shows that so far Ghana has been resilient or robust in terms of absorbing the shocks with regards to the trade tensions.
That was government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu. Let's get a reaction on this. And economist Professor Godfrey Bokpin is crediting the growth to disciplined fiscal consolidation and restrained government spending. While applauding the positive turnaround, he was quick to warn that future growth must be anchored in strong resource mobilization and job-focused investments. He tells City Business News the ongoing macroeconomic gains must translate into employment and inclusive development.
We should be looking at aggressively driving growth from less finite resources and to more innovative ways of using our finite resources. I think that is where the future is. So I can say that, yes, that is good, particularly given that government is not spending much this year, but of course, the effect of that may show much later because we need to spend appropriately to stimulate growth. So the understanding is that the steep fiscal consolidation, that is expenditure-based fiscal consolidation, will take a bite on growth. But I think that we've seen that the first quarter growth is quite encouraging.
Economist Professor Godfrey Bokpin. Moving on, air travelers passing through Ghana's airport can expect enhanced security and faster processing as the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority nears full deployment of its advanced passenger information and passenger name record systems. Implementation of the system is more than 80% complete. The digital upgrade is among other operations tightening border security, improving risk profiling, and streamlining airport procedures. Director General of the authority, Reverend Stephen Wilfred Arthur, says the system will also enhance compliance with global aviation standards and help attract new investment into the air transport sector in the country.
The construction of the modern air traffic control tower center that will transform our airspace management systems, boosting radar surveillance, communication efficiency, and safety protocols is very much on course. And it is expected that by the end of next year, the modern air traffic control center will be completed. Or I must say that it is even ongoing, more than 80% complete. The infrastructural part of it is 100% complete.
Reverend Stephen Wilfred Arthur is Director General, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Away from that, some members of the Association of Ghana Industries, that's AGI, have begun reducing the prices of goods in response to the sustained appreciation of the cedi. This should ease pressure on consumers. National Treasurer of AGI, Ralph Aite, believes consolidating the currency gains into broader price reductions will require a reduction in high production costs, particularly in the hospitality sector, to bridge the cost gaps and drive more competitive pricing.
Oil, for example, we're buying a 25-liter for 830 cedis. It's now 650 cedis. LPG gas, 17.35. It's now 14.16. Tin tomatoes, okay, 350 cedis is now 340 cedis. And even buttermilk, butter, which was 3915, is 2615. Now, top of butter, Ghana doesn't produce butter. Neither do we produce anything related to dairy. We don't have a local dairy industry that works. So really, there's been a lot of attack on hospitality that reduce your prices, reduce your prices, reduce your prices. We are more than willing to reduce our prices, but the cost of production is quite high. And really, I must say that the current trend, if we can pursue it consistently, it will really bring Ghana to where we all desire to be.
Ralph Aite is National Treasurer of the Association of Ghana Industries. He doubles as CEO of Coconut Grove Regency Hotel. A perfect time for some currency updates. The dollar is selling at 12 cedis, the British pound going for 14 cedis 50 pesos. That of the euro could be sold to you at 12 cedis 50 pesos. That's how we end today's edition of the Breakfast Business News on 97.3 Citi FM, brought to you by MTN, Goel and Echo Bank. Many thanks indeed for your company. There is more news on citynewsroom.com/business. I am Neil Lati. Do have a good business day.
Charlie, where are you?
Boss man, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
Echo Bank, bro. With Echo Bank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Walwale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the Echo Bank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
It's your day off and you end up looking after the baby while your wife goes off to work. You realize you have no idea how to change a diaper, so you video call your wife.
Hello, darling.
Hello? Hello?
Kojo, is everything all right?
Everything is not all right. I'm not seeing Topo. How do I change a baby's diaper, please?
Kojo. Okay, first, put the diaper.
The video call freezes. While you wait for the internet to catch up, the baby sprouts a fountain and wets the diaper. As you are getting a new one, your wife comes back online.
Kojo, no.
But I have to go and get a new diaper. What must I do next? I beg, quick.
Open the front of the diaper. It's the side that has...
Wow, look, the video freezes again. Abba.
By now, you know where the conversation is going. There's no buffering in real life, so why accept it from your internet connection? Get connected and experience ultra-fast internet to your home, powered by MTN Fiber Broadband. From the Internet Masters.
MTN, everywhere you go. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The breakfast edition of the City Business News was brought to you by Echo Bank and MTN. Echo Bank has come your way with a money emergency number that comes to your rescue anytime you find yourself in a money emergency situation. Do not panic, just dial star 770 hash. Star 770 hash is the money emergency number that gives you instant access to loans, funds transfer, utility payments, airtime, data purchase, so much more, even without data. Don't forget the number, star 770 hash. Echo Bank is the Pan-African bank. And Thursdays are now extra special on MTN. It gets more exciting because from now on you get a nice 25% bonus on your first data bundle purchase of the day. 25% bonus on your first data bundle purchase of the day. So just run to your My MTN app, use the star 138 hash. Just dial star 138 hash this and every Thursday and you're good to go. You also get free tickets, movie tickets, whether you're in Accra or you're in Kumasi. Your date nights are sorted. So set your reminders, bundle on My MTN or star 138 hash and you make the best of your 25% first data bundle discount and visit the cinemas. Use Momo, get your free extra movie tickets on MTN's Yellow Thursday. It doesn't get any better than that. Transitioning into kickoff sports news on the City Breakfast Show. Edwin Kwakofi is here with all that you need to know. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Shell, Lesheho and Polytank. Shell says powerful engines are the backbone of businesses from construction to mining and delivery. They cannot afford to break down. That's why engine operators, big ones, trust Shell Remula R4X with active cleansing technology specially formulated for both 4x4s and heavy-duty diesel engines. So reduce your engine noise, protect it against wear and tear, keeps your vehicle running smoothly. So give your engine the care it deserves with Shell Remula next time you service your car. Whether you're 4x4 or your big engine, remember it's Shell Remula R4X. And if you want financial peace, you can only find that with the Lesheho Donkomi campaign. From now until the end of the month, they've reduced their interest rates just for you. Whatever your expense, they have the right loan to meet your needs. Let's call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799 02700 4733. Lesheho, let's improve life. And when it comes to water storage, Polytank is the name we all know. 3 decades still going strong, trusted by all generations. So make no mistakes, always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality no matter the size. Durability is assured. Same price across the country at Polytank partner stations. Polytank, Papa Nunia, the caution for you, we do not demand payments online. Edwin Kwakofi, kickoff.
He just came into office. We were working with so many ministers before he came. He came into office, I think he just closed about 5 months or 4 months. We have nothing, we have no bone to pick with it.
It's Thursday morning. Welcome aboard to kick off on the City Breakfast Show with me, Edwin Kwakofi. Is there tension between the Sports Ministry and the Ghana Boxing Association? We'll hear from the GBA, who suggests there might be later.
from outside, I thought for many years that he could be a 6'8". Then he had this amazing season where he played like a false 9.
We'll hear from England boss Thomas Tuchel on what he thinks is Jude Bellingham's best role for the national team. And in the NBA,
basket. Final 3 seconds of the half. Neesmith gets a clean look off, and he hits it way down. The Indiana Pacers put up a
it's advantage Indiana in the NBA Finals as the Pacers take a 2-1 lead over the OKC on kickoff, which is powered by Shell Go Well, Politangana's under GH, and Lesheho Let's Improve Life. Let's start off with the Ghana Football Association, who will hold their 31st Ordinary Congress on Tuesday, the 12th of August at the Ghana Man Center of Excellence in Pram Pram. This annual gathering is traditionally convened ahead of every new football season to discuss key matters concerning the sport. In line with GFA statutes, members must be officially notified of the date and venue at least 10 days before the meeting. A formal notice known as the Convocation of Congress will be dispatched to members at least 7 days prior to the event. The decision to schedule the Congress for the 12th of August was approved by the GFA Executive Council. Away from that, the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Boxing Authority, Mohammed Amin Lamte, says the Ministry of Youth and Sports has played no role in the repatriation process of Nigerian boxer Oluwasegun Olarenwaju, who died earlier this year after collapsing during a bout in Ghana. According to him, the authority has handled every aspect of the repatriation on its own without any support from the ministry.
So the ministry is not part of it, and the minister himself came out to make it clear to the public that ministry is not part of the process because they did not really invite the boxer to come and box in this country. This is an international contest. Ghana Boxing Authorities under the government of Ghana is under the Ministry of Sport. So we were surprised that the minister could say this. So all the things that I've mentioned, the processes that we've gone through, all the financial, injections that we had, it was borne by the Ghana Boxing Authority, and part of it was borne by the promoter Osibo, boxing management. So the ministry have not really intervened in any of the processes. Remember, he set up a committee with that collaboration with the Ghana Boxing Authority, and then majority of the people who were even invited to the committee to come and give their views and opinion, the observation of the fight. Most of them were not at the boxing night.
Amin Lamte also took a swipe at the sector minister Kofi Adams, accusing him of refusing to work with GBA President Abraham Nikwe.
We are not a loggerhead. He just came into office. We were working with so many ministers before he came. He came into office, I think he just closed about 5 months or 4 months. We have nothing, we have no bone to pick with him. It is he who has said publicly that he cannot work with Abraham Nikwe, the GBA president. I don't understand that. You are just a minister. This is part of the sporting discipline. Ghana Boxing Authority produced close to 10 world champions to Ghana. We all know. What have we done for boxing in this country? There is no any budget coming from government to the Ghana Boxing Authority. Everything is borne by the Ghana Boxing Authority. So he came and said he cannot work with that. We don't understand. Why would you set a committee without even collaborating with the GBA?
Mohammed Amin Lamte is the public relations officer of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Staying with boxing, Ghana's former cruiserweight champion Jacob Dixon will face arguably the test of his career in front of his fans when he takes on 35-year-old American Adam Stabiti on Friday, the 13th of June at the Bokum Boxing Arena in Accra. Tahiti comes with a record of 21-2-0, while Dixon is 14-1-0 in tomorrow's fight for the WBC African Bridgerweight title. Both have the same nickname, the Beast, with 13 and 17 knockouts respectively. Let's hear from Jacob Dixon ahead of Friday's bout.
It is the biggest opportunity for me and my team and my family and everyone that support me. Thanks to everyone once again. Thanks for my opponent. I never expect this fight because this opponent of mine is one of my biggest idol, someone that I was looking ahead to. I started boxing at the age of 14 years. I started looking at him when I was young. I wish to be like him because, you know, thanks to everyone.
Let's also listen to Adam Stabiti, who's speaking on his first trip to the sub-region.
This opportunity is bigger than me. This is a chance to put the spotlight on Ghana boxing and boxing in Africa. So I'm coming to show out. I'm coming to the fight and knock this guy out. That's all.
That was American boxer Adam Stabiti. Earlier you heard from Jacob Dixon. The exciting bill also features Theophilus Lopez Alote versus Daniel Selassie Gosa, aka the Emperor, for his WBO African Bantamweight title, and the National Cruiserweight Championship between Haruna Mohammed of the Wisdom Boxing Gym and Fitsquare's Abdallah Ahmed is being promoted by the Legacy Rides Sports, headed by Sharaf Mahama, the son of President John Dramani Mahama. Let's hear from Sharaf Mahama on the event on Friday.
At Legacy Rides Sports, the aim is to bring global exposure to Ghanaian boxing and, enhance African boxing as well. And for all the international fighters and coaches that have come today, I want to say a big thank you for, it's a huge risk when you hear you're having a fight in Africa, So I want to thank you guys for taking this opportunity to come. And we have a huge event June 13th on Friday. We have a lot of 50-50 fights that I'm looking forward to, including this one right here. And we have a lot of entertaining performances. And so I urge the fans to come out early and, grab a seat and enjoy the boxing.
That was Sharaf Mahama, son of President John Dramani Mahama. Or Abubakar Kamoko, aka Bukom Tilapia, will take on Stephen Akron, while the Latte brothers Jerry and Jesse will also face some tough opponents. To Europe now, and Thomas Tuchel says Jude Bellingham is perfect as a number 10. Tuchel admitted he was initially unsure of Bellingham's best position for the England national team, but now believes the midfielder thrives behind the striker, pointing to his impressive performances in that role.
From outside, I thought for many years that he could be a 6'8". Then he had this amazing season where he played like a false 9 in Real Madrid and scored and was involved in chances. I see still this hunger. Like if you look at our first match, I think against Albania, and his diving header in the box, the hunger to go like with his body in front of the defender to dive into this ball without any fear. The defender was with his foot, he was with his head. It just shows me the determination that he has to be on the scoreboard, to be on the scoreline, to have his name there, which is a good thing. But I see this what I normally see only in strikers. So I think now at the moment he's more a 8-10 than a 6'8", maybe a 10.
That was England national team boss Thomas Tuchel. Away from international football, Raheem Sterling, Joao Felix, Axel Disasi and Ben Chilwell have been left out of Chelsea's 28-man squad for the FIFA Club World Cup. The quartet ended last season out on loan and will not join the Blues for the first edition of the expanded Club World Cup, which begins in the United States on Sunday, the 15th of June. Manchester City have confirmed the signing of AC Milan midfielder Tijani Reinders for an initial fee of £46.5 million on a 5-year contract. The Netherlands international is Pep Guardiola's fourth summer signing after Ryan Aït-Nouri, Marcos Bettinelli and Ryan Cherki. All of City's 4 signings have been included in their squad for the Club World Cup, but Jack Grealish and Kyle Walker have been left out. Luka Modric will undergo a medical and complete a move to AC Milan after the Club World Cup. The veteran midfielder will play for Real Madrid for the final time in the June tournament before focusing fully on Milan. Marseille have reached an agreement in principle to sign Angel Gomez on a free transfer. The England international will leave Lille at the end of his contract and move to the league and club on a free transfer. And finally, in the NBA, Tyrese Halliburton led a team effort from the Indiana Pacers as they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 116-107 to take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Halliburton scored 22 points and had 11 assists and 9 rebounds as the Pacers overturned a 5-point deficit going into the fourth quarter. In Game 3 of the best-of-7 series, the Pacers bench outscored the Thunder by 48-18, with reserve Benedict Mathurin contributing 27 points at Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana is under GH and Lesheho. Let's improve life. I am Edwin Kwakofi. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. You're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, let's share go, we improve your life. Papa no no ankasa. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Poly challenge we did. Papa no no, Papa no no no, Papa no no, Papa no no no, Papa no no Ankasa. Polytank, the original, always the best.
Where are you headed today? Techiman, Salaga, Aflao, or beyond? At Shell, we believe your true destination isn't just today's journey. It's about where you want your business, your family, and your dreams to be tomorrow. So Shell Rimula is formulated to help you journey better. With anti-wear additives for ultimate protection, Shell Rimula with advanced Protection Plus technology prevents oil thickening and guards against harmful deposits. Shell Rimula oils help your engine start effortlessly in any weather, because when your truck starts, your journey starts. Shell Rimula, the engine oil that works as hard as you. Drive forward. Reach your real destination with Shell Rimula.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Calling all farmers, agribusinesses, and innovators, this is your chance to shine. Channel 1 TV invites you to exhibit at AgriFair 2025, one of Ghana's largest agriculture exhibitions. From Friday 20th to Sunday the 22nd of June, the A4 Sutherland Children's Park in Accra will come alive with the very best from Ghana's agribusiness sector. Are you a farmer with fresh produce of any kind? Be it crops, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture, or you're a supplier of agro inputs and processing machinery? This is your platform to connect with the world. AgriFair 2025 is more than an exhibition. Showcase your fresh produce, share your expertise and experience, and grow your business. So, to all farmers with fresh produce, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture products, come, sell, network, and expand your business. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. Register now to secure your spot. Call us on 0205-973-973. Come one, come all. Enjoy the freshest farm produce at unbeatable prices. And treat yourself to sizzling kebabs made from beef, mutton, pork, chicken, and more. Great taste, great value. Don't miss out. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Exim Bank, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Development Bank Ghana, Agri Impact Limited, and the Horticulture Business Platform. Our technology partner is Farmerline.
Hey there, all enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage Points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
This June, the business wave is back and it's bigger than ever. The City Business Festival 2025 on Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, where it's all about business. This June, we will be celebrating Ghanaian businesses, re-examining our business modules and practices through our business fora, and sharing knowledge through our on-air business discussions. Make a business date with the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the Citi Breakfast Show on 97.3 Citi FM and 10 a.m. on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. From expert interviews to real-world insights to the tools you need to grow. Don't miss a single moment this June. It's the Citi Business Festival 2025, celebrating everything business. Only on Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. Your business, your future, your time is now. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and let's grow together. The Citi Business Festival 2025, celebrating everything business.
The Citi Business Festival 2025 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN Business, and Zonda Tech Ghana Limited.
Are you a residential and a commercial property owner in Airport, Cantonment, Laboni, East Airport, and other high-end areas in Accra and looking for a trusted real estate agency to work with? Is your office in need of an agency that can provide accommodation to all your expatriates? Realtor and Tours is your trusted partner to get the job done. Contact Realtor and Tours at www.realtortoursgh.com or call us on 054-496-5779 and 053-006-4754. Our first 5 callers get 5% discount on their agency fees. Realtor and Tours. Enjoy true hospitality with convenience and comfort.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Na eba no say no don't pay na me ne ya edruboni na minum wana
unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
na inia ukikano na mintio Are chichire mi don't himself if you're only power Ababa we enimino Einanwa edibonsio no bana seyo Sophie Asesio no shegudia mente or dancing. And I'm also not mente or dancing. As I feel and then say a give me I feel now no way. A day by ya and you won't your friend no buy wo.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Enyimimo, see me one boat track. Ya meyo piano, fame song. Yenam benus mua, yenam benus na ello. Na fei ande, mama tafuenya mio.
.38 on the City Breakfast Show. Today is a big day for us. We have a big conversation this morning on the global tariff situation. And quite interestingly, as I read this morning, Bloomberg says, Trump says he will set unilateral tariffs in 2 weeks. You know, on April 10th, Mr. Trump suspended the March tariffs that he announced. And he said he was suspended for a period. But he says he's going to send letters to trade partners in the next 1 or 2 weeks, setting unilateral tariff rates ahead of a July 9 deadline. And he has threatened to impose higher duties on dozens of economies, but has only reached a trade framework with the UK and a trade truce with China. But there are quite a number of countries who are yet to come to an agreement with the US. So this morning we will be bringing you a conversation that I will be moderating involving some very senior minds on Ghana's strategy in the face of the global tariff uncertainties. Now, it will be live on air from 9:30 this morning on the City Breakfast Show and also on Channel 1 television. So watch out for that. It's going to be live from 9:30 on the City Breakfast Show and on Channel 1 television. Who are my speakers? I have Ambassador Dr. Echo Gabra. Now, I think Spio is the best person for this role because he is both a former Minister of Trade and also a former ambassador to the US. So Spio Gabra is like the main man to be on this panel. We also have Michael Koto, who's with Confidence, but he's also part of a group called Afro Champions. They have been promoting the African Continental Free Trade Agreement with some policy backing. Then we have maybe Sosu Jemfi, who's the CEO of the Africa Center for Economic Transformation. Right. I consider ASET the leading African think tank on economy and development. And then we have from Absa Bank, the head of trade and working capital, Emmanuel Mensah. Yeah, I'll be there with Samens this morning, and I'm sure you are looking forward to this as well. Because
seriously,
yeah.
I mean, when I saw that Trump won, Charlie, I knew that would more trouble coming, more trouble in Little China. Not easy.
But some of the unintended consequences of his actions have not been too bad for us, because I think that at least for us, our currency appreciation is partially because of how some countries have seen the US dollar and started sort of moving away from it. Of course, there are other reasons why the currency is getting stronger. So that's going to be this morning. Yes. And it's part of the City Business Festival. Now, the festival is in its second week. And so, there's a lot of things going on that I want you to sort of clarify. So every day we have our on-air series.
Yes.
But we have two big fora.
Yeah.
This one on trade and tariffs, and another one next week on what?
Agribusiness.
Okay, so those are two conversations which are in person.
That's correct.
It's like a policy discourse, industry people come and discuss what are the key issues and stuff like that. But the month ends with the management boot camp.
Yes.
And I want you to touch a bit more on that for us. What is the management boot camp and why is it important to end the series for the month?
So we've been doing this for 8 years. Every year we meet and you have managers, middle level to senior level, coming together for continuing education. For those of you who haven't seen formal education after your master's degree or after your first degree, but you've been working.
I'm talking to one of them.
It's time to take a break, and this break gives you a 1 week window to. It's a kind of immersion where you are taken through theory, practice, experience sharing. We've done this thing for 8 years, and this year is happening once again from the 22nd to 28th of June.
So which areas of management are usually focused on in this bootcamp?
Okay, so the three pillars of management. Strategy is one, leadership is another, and then marketing. So strategy, leadership, and marketing. These three have been the main pillars of the boot camp over the years. So we've talked about different angles to leadership. We've dealt with emotional intelligence, managing people and organizations. We've dealt with marketing and the whole customer service and customer experience spectrum, and then strategy as the bedrock for building enterprises. So those are the three key things that we've done. But for this year, I'll quickly go through our topics. First one is strategic thinking for competitive advantage. Second topic, leading through change and uncertainty. It couldn't have come at a better time. Third topic, building high performance teams. Fourth is building a resilient organizational culture.
Wonderful.
Fifth and sixth. The fifth one is crisis management and corporate communication. And then we have the customer experience excellence. So these are the major topics.
What type of person, what level of manager, what kind of business leader will benefit from the management bootcamp?
So these are heads, people who run units, business units within organizations at any level. Those who take business decisions, entrepreneurs, those who run their own businesses, those who run large departments, medium departments, and I always say that it's not a certificate that you are going to take to go and look for a job, but it's something that reassures you of the modern conversations within your subject area, because you are going to learn, first of all, from the instructors, and then from the cases that they discuss, and then also from one another. And that's the beautiful thing about the management bootcamp.
Okay.
So this is...
What about people who own their own companies?
Yeah, that's what I said.
They're also part.
Those who run their own businesses.
So
yes,
they're also
part, yes.
How does a person register? What is the process like?
If you have not registered yet, you still have a chance. We still have a few more places. 0242 011 424.
Okay.
Let me repeat. 0242 011 424, and speak with Sandra, and they will take you through the process.
So when you say boot camp, it means this is residential.
Residential, yes. It is residential. They check in on Sunday the 22nd, and then they depart on Saturday the 28th.
And so no day students.
As you say, boarding house.
No day students.
No. It doesn't favor those who want to do their return. No.
Okay.
No, because some of the case discussions go late into the evening. When they give assignments, they all meet after dinner to, at times some of them can stay to 11 and all that. So it's a real boot camp.
I see.
So this year is happening at Platinum Bay Hotel.
Yes,
in
and
Abokobi.
Passion Base.
Amazing.
Passion Base Hotel. It's also closed. Just a 5-minute walk. Apart, yes.
So an organization can nominate the appropriate manager, or somebody can call to nominate themselves to attend, and then they'll be given certificates at the end of the process.
And it's a maximum class of 45.
Okay, so it's not a huge class.
No.
Amazing. All right, so that's the last phase of the business festival.
Yes.
Next week we are discussing agribusiness.
That's correct.
All right, and that's also part of the week where we are doing the agri fair. All right, so just give me some quick highlights of the agri fair, what to expect. I know we'll talk about that more tomorrow, but just give me some.
The agri fair is a big one. It's a big one, and for me, so far, we have 140
organizations expressing interest.
Yes, who have registered to take part, and so as for walking in, you don't have to pay anything to walk in to come and see what they have on offer, from crop to animals to fisheries of different types, and so you should just come prepared. But the interesting one for me, apart from the exhibition and then also the discounted sales, your opportunity to learn how to go into fish farming, how to go into crop farming, how to go into animal rearing. So we are partnering with our sponsors and some of the key partners, like the CSIR. We have Water Research Institute, who will be doing the clinic on tilapia and catfish farming.
Okay.
Catfish. Do you have a cat? Catfish. And then you have the Oil Palm Research Institute, also of the CSIR. They will be dealing with coconut and oil palm training.
Wonderful.
You have Food Research Institute. They will be doing mushroom and fruit juice training. You have the SARI, Savannah Agric Research Institute. They are looking at rapid multiplication of yam seeds.
I like that. Rapid multiplication of
yam seeds using vine cutting.
Wonderful.
Yes. You have the Crop Research Institute, and they are doing a training called From Soil to Sale.
Okay.
Maximizing farm productivity and profits. And then also From Seed to Profit, quality production and smart marketing. And the last one is the Animal Research people, and then the Forest Research Institute. So Animal Research will be doing one on piggery and rabbit farming.
Wow.
Boko. Yes, and rabbit farming. And then Forest Research will do snail farming and beekeeping for honey production.
It's a whole program of activities.
I'm telling you.
And that clinic you need to register for. The number is 0558 973 973. You can send a WhatsApp to that number or call that number to register for the clinic, which are paid aspects of the event. But that's going to happen for the 3 days.
That's
so there's
correct.
different days.
So
and
please, you are
different
listening to us, please. It's time for you to find a second job. Don't wait till your retirement before you come and announce to the whole world, I now want to go into piggery. You are retired man, can you do piggery? Can you?
To be too late.
So please, this is the time. So show interest, call the number. The number
0558 973 973. 0558 973 973. It's a big 3 days coming next weekend. We'll tell you more about it in the coming days.
There will be kebab.
Absolutely. So it's also a fun fair. It's not just a serious, it's like people come and eat, relax. It's a huge place. We're going to get it up. The kids can come along as well. So that's on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of June at the Sutherland Children's Park. So as you can see, we have been very busy, and we will get busier. Later this morning, you'll be hearing from the CEO of Farmer Line, Aloysius Atta, as we discuss technology and agric. That's on the on-air series at 9 o'clock. Before we cross over at 9:30 to our tariff discussion. 9 minutes to the top of the hour City Breakfast Show. Oh my God. Too many good things happening this month of June.
Amazing.
A few quick announcements for you. experience the thrill of easy banking with Zenith Bank this season. Enjoy 24-hour access to our secure digital banking channels from the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Make quick and easy payments with your Zenith card, which is the MasterCard, Visa, or Easy Pay GH Dual card. You could also use the Z Mobile Ghana app, Zenith Internet Banking, or dial star 966 hash to manage your account, buy data bundles and airtime. For a full bouquet of Zenith Bank's data banking channels, visit zenithbank.com.gh or call 054 200 0111 or 0302 680 884. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. And if you're looking to fast track your investment process, take advantage of GIPC's 24-hour premium service designed to speed up investment registration and approvals. Once you submit all required documents and pay, your registration, certificate renewal, or quota application can be processed in just 24 hours. No more long waits. Call 0200 112 204 or go to gipc.gov.gh for more information. Now, have you figured out what to get Dad this Father's Day? Kabi or Kebi, a proud Ghanaian brand making top quality chocolate from our very own cocoa beans, is saying that this Father's Day, we have a special package called the Immune Booster, which includes cocoa powder, cocoa nips, delicious custom-made chocolate with your dad's picture on it, and a few other sweet surprises. It's thoughtful, it's healthy, and it's something he'll definitely enjoy. Kebi produces customized chocolate gifts for corporate events and businesses. Perfect if you're planning something for your team or clients. To order, just call 0243 827 724.
Okay.
That's 0243 827 724. Locate us at the Palace Mall, the Migmart, and Super Save, as well as other supermarkets. This Father's Day, show Dad some love. The Ghanaian chocolate way with Kebi. Take a bite and pass it on. And Volkswagen is offering Virtuous Highline, the Tiguan, and the Amarok at used car prices. Walk into a Volkswagen retail outlet with your used car budget and you may drive out a brand new car. Call or WhatsApp us on 025 79 56 688 for more information about our range of models: the Virtus, the T-Cross, the Tiguan, the Allspace, the Terramont, and the Amarok pickup. Volkswagen, rise and thrive. Drive VW, drive Ghana.
And there's exciting news coming from Ashesi University. It has been expanding access over the past few years, adding new undergraduate programs and master's programs. Now, it has introduced a two-intake admission system for undergraduate applicants, so students can start their studies in either a September cohort or January 1. It's all part of a goal to welcome more bright minds into the Ashesi community. So remember, the applications for both intakes are currently ongoing. Learn more at ashesi.edu.gh. And if you're looking for a smarter, faster, more secure way to manage your finances, look no further. With the award-winning Fab mobile and internet banking solutions, banking is now easier, faster, and more convenient than you think. So join the Purple Banks today and feel the Purple experience, where convenience meets innovation. It's easy, safe, and secure. First Atlantic Bank, 2 times Digital Bank of the Year in a row. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different. Now get Translight Solar today and save up to 70% of your electricity bills. Enjoy clean and reliable energy without breaking the bank. Here's the best part: you don't need to pay the full cost upfront. Translight Solar is offering an opportunity to own a complete solar system by paying just 30 to 50% of the cost and spreading the rest over 12 to 36 months period, with flexible monthly payments as low as 1,200 Ghana cedis. Call 025-604-0836. Visit their website, translightsolar.com. Translight Solar, wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight.
And don't forget the 2 numbers to call for the management bootcamp if you want to register for this very important executive education program with the 3-pronged areas: leadership, strategy, marketing. Call 0242-011-424. Ask for Yaram and she will register you duly. 0242-011-424. And of course, we have so many things happening this month of June. It's 4 minutes to 8 on the City Breakfast Show. I'd like to announce again what was sent earlier about the massive loads of traffic. If you're using that road, let me know if it's improved, because this morning a lady sent me a message that people who are coming from I'm in Sawam through Pobiman, Amasaman, Pokwase, nobody is going to work this morning. And she said yesterday was also quite serious. And I see a lot of trucks parked on the side of the road. Caleb, when was the last time you checked that project? Is it ongoing? Is it making progress?
I think sometime last month when I went to a bombing for a funeral, we used that stretch. And for the first part, from the, when you're moving from Ofanko, St. John's towards that end, it looks good. But when you go a bit further, from Midway all the way to Nsawam, that stretch has slowed down. It's a very painful journey to make if you're not in a robust, even no matter the car you are in, you will feel the pinch.
Okay.
So some parts are really bad. From Amasaman, there's a lot of traffic all the way to the Pobimans and towards Nsawam. The stretch is really bad. And so when it rains, it will really compound the situation. The potholes are very unforgiving as well. So I can imagine the go slow together, the pothole and the rains. It can be really messy. For pedestrians, it will be challenging, and for motorists, it will be a difficult.
The rainy seasons make the roads quite difficult, and because of the nurses strike and other things, this week we haven't really spoken about roads.
That's true.
But beyond this one, in fact, when I mentioned this Amasaman road, a regular listener also sent me a voice note about the Kasua road construction. So I just want to find out if I can air it for you quickly. On, I think you said this before, that the road needs more watering.
It does.
So whilst the rainy season makes the roads impassable, when it's dry, it's also
dusty.
So I don't even know what people want, whether they want the road to be wet or dry.
There's convenience.
I don't even know.
Small convenience.
So here's a listener who sent me a voice note this morning on that road.
Good morning. I hope you are doing well. I beg, I heard you talk of the Nsawam Pokwasi Road. Bernard, I beg, Kasua to Winneba. They are doing a very good job. I mean, work is progressing, but I'll plead with you to tell the contractor that the least they can do for the people around is to water the road every day. Because last weekend I went to Cape Coast. On my way back, my AC all of a sudden went off. And Bernard, it is terrible on that road. The dust you inhale. I got home sick with headache and sneezing all over. I beg you, try and tell the contractors to do the needful by watering the roads every day, so that the level of dust or the amount of dust that will come out will go down for motorists. I pity passengers who ply the road on short road without air conditions and all that. They are really suffering. Please help us.
I'm sure a lot of people will back that voice note with a few bags of cement, because it's been very, very difficult for some road users in Accra. Yeah. 8 o'clock, Tech and Social Media Trends coming up shortly. Then we will come to something else. Strike still on, and we don't know when the truce will be called. George Smith Graham says they have been waiting for the workers to come back to them. Yesterday he spoke on Eyewitness News. The workers are also saying that the government can do something about their plight, and that they should not say that the economy will be thrown out of gear. All right, so let's get into tech and social media trends. Today we just Caleb, you give it to us today.
Yes, so it's brought to us by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. First Bank is embarking on a journey to reconnect with customers who haven't used their accounts for a while. They would love to have the opportunity to provide you with a gold standard of banking once again. So to reactivate your dormant account at First Bank, kindly visit our website or any of our social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn. Just click the link provided in our bio page and you're good to go. Visit any of our branches and we'll be more than happy to receive you. Please call us on 0596 921 921. The email is firstsolutions@firstbankgroup.com. First Bank, you first.
All right, so this morning Caleb will bring us the trends. What are the main issues?
So if you go on X in particular, BEC is in the trends. You know, it started yesterday. More than 600,000 candidates are sitting for the exam, and a lot of people are reminiscing their very first BEC, and a lot of people actually, some actually remember their index numbers and where
I actually
they
used to remember.
Oh no, now I don't.
I used to remember.
I think I wrote mine in 2008. Yeah,
Wow.
not too long ago.
Life is funny.
Yeah.
All right. 2008 was when I was doing my master's degree.
Look at that. Wow. Look at that.
If I tell you when I wrote BC, you won't believe it.
1997?
Exactly 30 years ago.
Oh my word.
1995.
95?
Yes, that's when I wrote BC.
Sky, same for you?
No,
a bit
Bernard
later.
is my senior. He's 10 years ahead of
No,
me.
don't worry. He wrote BC a year after me.
Ignore everything.
He wrote BC a year after me.
So did you also start with the English paper? We did English and RME.
I don't
and
even
think
remember.
social studies.
What I remember is that it rained on that day.
It rained,
and I was living at Medina, and we're writing at Achimota School.
Okay.
Because it was an exam center. So I would take, if you want to get to Achimota, I take a car from Medina to Legon
Right.
and Legon to Achimota.
Right.
But I think that day I was lucky. I got to Atomic Junction. I got a straight Achimota car.
Straight up.
That's when I knew that
The God is in
the
it.
results would be good. Yeah, and I was wearing some sweater.
Right.
Yeah, so
So-
I took a car to Achimota and I wrote.
Sky, when did you write yours?
Was it in your school?
This was at the what is
Three Town.
Three Town.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you wrote the exam where you eventually went to school.
Yeah, because at that time so the school was just coming up.
Yeah.
And they still had, some junior high schools within the space.
So all of you then register right there.
Exactly. So I went from Adafianu to Hejirana where the school is.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
How long was that walk?
It should take you some 15 minutes.
To go and write?
Yeah, that's depending on how you work.
DC.
Yes, you have your ruler, you put the things, your
Masset.
masses,
Yeah.
and you carry
And
your
they'll give you money for lunch because after the first paper you have to eat.
No, me, I will eat from home.
Strategy.
You will leave from the morning.
When you wake up, you prepare your own thing.
And you eat and go.
So you know what you are eating.
Oh, you have prepared your own thing.
Oh my God.
Somebody there to help me.
Charlie, you tired.
What time you just walk to the place.
Right, and the nurses are in a trance once again. They are still in a trance over their ongoing strike. The Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, GRNMA, that is in the trance as well. The recent thing is that the minister, the health minister, met some other groups in the health sector. So all that is up in the trance, and people are talking. DSTV is still appearing strongly in the
people
trends.
are saying prices must fall.
Exactly.
First the government said
Before
no
go down.
DSTV in the Flagstaff House.
Exactly.
And or Jubilee House and that type of thing. Look, I think the idea of people just watching television when they're supposed to be working is another issue, which has also come up in connection with that.
Yeah.
But I think DSTV is chopping straight bullet because
It
data
is.
prices have come down.
Data prices have gone down, the bundles have gone up, and people
And DSTV
are
usually
demanding
they adjust their prices upwards when the currency loses ground.
all the time.
So now the Citi are strengthening.
All
You would
the
expect
time.
that they would adjust prices.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk on that on social media. On to some tech news, and Meta as well as TikTok are challenging tech fees in the second highest EU court. So this story is on Reuters. It simply says that the European Union supervisory fee levied on them was disproportionate and based on a flawed methodology as they took their fight with tech regulators to Europe's second highest court on Wednesday. So there's basically been a fine on the two, and they are challenging same in the caught. But there's been an interesting incident where with in the AI space, a CEO was talking about how he's able to tell which of their subsidiaries is not performing well by running their data through AI. He was on a panel discussing that, and right on the panel he was fired. Because if you're sharing such data with AI, it's privacy, it's details, it's data of the company that you are sharing with the AI, and over time it gets to know, and some of these things can be used against you. So
he said on a panel that he runs their data through AI to know who's doing well
and who's not, right?
And the company hadn't sanctioned that.
But said, bruh, really? No, then just
so you are giving AI all this information about us.
Exactly.
And we didn't discuss it. So that was his last contribution to the company.
That was his last day. Because there's a thing about using AI more efficiently to get work done very promptly. And then there's also the issue about privacy, where you don't expose too much of your trade secrets and things like that using AI, and also security, privacy, efficiency.
So the lesson here is that before you take such decisions, it's important that the company itself adopts the AI tool that you want to use, and
or build also, one inside.
Yeah, that's right. And then there have to be safeguards or guardrails in place. So the protocols must be properly established, and there should be a committee set up within the institution whose job will be to supervise whatever is done from that department. It is only after all of these things have been done and there's an opportunity to review routinely what the tool does that you enforce such a thing, because you can't just be acting on your own, because these things create problems.
So more effective companies then build their own AI tools that are not exposed to the public in a way to safeguard themselves from such issues. The boy is losing job.
Anyway, that was second social media trends.
Since 1894, we've witnessed the evolution of a brand and proudly partnered with its people on the path to prosperity. From the ink-stained ledgers of the past to the lightning-fast transactions of today, First Bank has consistently adapted, embracing innovation while cherishing the legacy of our heritage and making giant strides across the globe. It's not just about banking, it's about enabling your success generation after generation. Our legacy defined the past, shaped the present, and in 2094, we will still be fostering financial security and stability for future generations. We are helping to create a future where the possibilities are infinite, the opportunities borderless, and where the world looks up to Africa. Let's awaken the giant in you. You first. First Bank.
Telecel Cash, get the lowest transfer charges ever in Ghana. Send a keke with Telecel Cash. You for sort out your old boy, send a keke. Your girl debut you, send a keke. Merchant payment, send a keke to all networks. T-Cash agents in Swansea, baby. You won't buy some 1212. Send a keke. What the BBC? T-Cash to T-Cash transfers still be free for the Telecel Play app top. Telecel Cash be your saved and secure platform. Them they take do transfers across the networks all. Then everywhere them they do mobile money transactions. Dial *110#. Then take send monies. The charges be falla. Or make you download the Telecel Play app. Then send monies go T-Cash wallets for free. Telecel Cash. Send the keke.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So hunam ya buya, na wunya wunya. Rapping all, we'll take the pain away. Rapping all, vema wuya unajai.
Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Ganex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and ulcer patients. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars. From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talents, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
Come on, come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
You see how we pick on that baby. I don't feel like it don't kind of mighty. Uju, I got uju, don't forget it. Uju, when I think about the things you do, something they tell me to marry you, I got uju, don't forget it. When I think about the things you do, something they tell me to marry you, because everything. Anything I do, anytime I want to enjoy, anytime I want to laugh, hey, when I want Sokoto, when I go Sokoto, and I swear you too fine. Anytime you there for the club, they wine. All the guys they go want to die. One man on my make and honey. If not, I make it ask if I. So many chicks, they might come, they love me. But now only you who can be my wifey. I dey pray, I dey cast and bind it. For anything, we gon' make us fight it. I don't go lie, it's a made up mind. You be the best quality of wifey. Because everything, anything I do, anytime I want to enjoy, anytime I want to laugh.
So 30 minutes past 8 on the City Breakfast Show. Today happens to be the birthday of a number of people.
Yeah.
So if you could just run through some requests for me.
Okay, let me take this very first one coming in from the former Member of Parliament for the Mfantsiman West constituency, Aquinas Kwanzaa, who says, I would love to wish my lovely wife, Davi Patricia Bla Kwanzaa, a happy birthday. May the good Lord replenish her bountifully. It's coming in from your husband Aquinas and the children Hansen, Duan, and Michaela. They are celebrating you and they say you continue to reach places.
A few more coming in. Happy birthday to my lovely husband Bright Oti Boateng, branch manager Access Bank, and our dear daughter Estelle Obuo Oti Boateng. I wish you both God's favor in all you do. May the Lord continue to preserve you for many more celebrations.
Amen.
From Nora Oti Boateng, your wife, to Bright the husband, and daughter Estelle. Happy birthday to Eric Azaglo. You've been a great friend to us and we appreciate you. May God bless your new age. From your brothers Kennedy and Ajele B. Daku. Wishing my lovely, okay, we've done that already. Happy birthday to Samuel Enyo Anaglate, an added listener of the City Breakfast Show. God bless you. Happy 15th birthday Ohima Sewa Akoto Amwawiafe, Leeds, UK. Wishing you God's favor that surpasses all understanding, with love from your parents, grandparents, siblings, and loved ones. Happy birthday to Harrison Tewia Harry K of Kofigo Media. Enjoy your special day from the CEO himself.
Right. Happy birthday to Elom Yako Hene. We pray that God will continue to find favor in you even as you age. May you grow to become a shining star in your generation, with so much love from the Yako Hene family. Good morning, Bernard. Please wish my forever love, Mr. Prosper Mensakuma, a happy 40th and fabulous birthday. May God bless him, make his face shine on him, and be gracious to him. May the years ahead be prosperous and sweeter. I'm blessed to have him in my life. life, and I pray for more years of sweet memories together from your dearest wife, Selena, and children. Good morning, Bernard. I want to wish my husband, Eugene Aidan, a happy birthday. You've been a strong pillar, best friend, and a number one fan. I pray that Jehovah Jireh will show himself strong on your part in the new year. I love you, style BRB. From Fafa Edinam, Apanu, and Etonam, we love you. Good morning, CBS crew. Help me wish a glorious happy birthday to Elijah Masculine from Mr. and Mrs. Moses Kofiyavu in Ashaiman.
And a couple more coming through this morning. A belated birthday to Kelvin Afrani, convener of Morning Glory Prophetic Ministries. The Lord bless and keep you. More grace and blessings from the Morning Glory team. We love you. This is coming from Nana Kofi Asante to Kelvin Afrani. All right, now a couple of quick announcements before back to the road issues. Imagine waking up to serenity every day, surrounded by nature's beauty and luxury at your fingertips in a gated estate you can be proud to call your home. At Western Villas located at Imensa, our stunning homes redefine elegance. Each home is a masterpiece designed with precision and love. From swimming pool, gym, playground, beautiful landlocked gardens and private balconies, making every day feel like a retreat. We also have executive plots for sale at McCarthy Hill, strategically located and offer unparalleled views, easy access to amenities, and endless possibilities for executive living. With just 5% deposit, you can reserve your space. Contact us today to learn more about our luxury homes at Mensa or executive plot at McCarthy Hill. Call us on 053-650-2295 or visit westonvillas.com. That's 053-650-2295. Or just go on Weston Villas. Weston Villas.
So create unforgettable memories, right? Transform your living room, your bedroom into a sanctuary with our stunning selection of sofas, couches, dressers, dining sets, center tables, and a wide range of beds and mattresses and other home soft furnishings. The amazing thing is that this season you get to save up to 30%. You get 30% discount. Discover the perfect blend of style, comfort, and affordability. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Take advantage of a mega discount promotion up to 30% on selected products. Numbers to call 0243 200 729. We are available in the big malls and depots, Medina Taxi Rank, Agbogba Vineyard, Tema Casino, and all Ashform shops. Be an Ashformer now. Ashform, feel it, know it.
And the Office of the Registrar of Companies is just issuing this directive again that you have a deadline to file your returns. That's 30th June. This follows earlier press releases announcing same. Non-compliant companies will be fined 1,000 cedis. General public is hereby informed that the ORC does not operate any Momo account, therefore disregard any such request for Momo payment. You may also call 0302 666 or WhatsApp or Telegram 059 952 5774. You know, in the past couple of days, I've had friends post and say their Telegram has been hacked or their number has been hacked. So maybe I'm on a platform. I think yesterday, one of my senior journalist friends sent a message, and I'm just going to read it for you. And I'm bringing that because somebody tried to pull a fast one on me, you know, but Charlie, you know, the guy said notification of hacking. I've been informed by a few friends and colleagues that my Telegram account has been compromised or hacked. The hacker has sent messages to those on my account that they should click on the link to see pictures of a function I attended. Please, if you get such a message on your Telegram account, don't open it. Better still delete it, as Telegram doesn't have a two-step verification process to secure the account. I've informed them about the breach and they are working on it. I'll mention the name of this person. Right. Now, this person sent this message to all their contacts around 9 p.m.
Okay.
Prior to this, somebody has sent me a text message, you know, and the person said payment of they mentioned an amount 780 cedis from, they mentioned some new generation something academy Accra ID, some long number, do not pay. Then they also said your pin is blocked, something. So I didn't do anything. I just put so I just had not to mind it. But I sent somebody at the telco the message. The person said, so they would have called you and told you that you want something. So give them your pin, or they would have said your pin is blocked, so we'll do it for you or something. You know. So I think that maybe we need to start educating people on what to do to avoid being scammed.
Yeah.
And also the difference between scamming and hacking. I don't know, because you can be hacked to be scammed, but they are not the same. So scamming can just be put your detail here, and then they will peel off your data, and then they can also find a way, if you go to certain websites, by clicking certain things, you've given people access already. There are different things that happen, like phishing.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to bring somebody who can educate people properly on this. But I just want to say that anything that sounds too good to be true is too good to be true. I can't just be there and somebody will say you've been sent money, come and take it. I mean, what work have I done that I can come and take what money? You know, that they've sent me 780 CDs. I think they looked at me and said, this guy he's looking like he looks money. Maybe I was looking hungry or something. That they said I should go and get 780 CDs from New Generation in the World International Academy, Accra, Achimota Westland, main branch. You know, and then they put some ID something there. I'm like, how preposterous can you be? For me, as soon as I see the message, but this is my worry. They did this from a genuinely looking number. Okay, so, this number. I mean, so should I report the number to NCA?
So there's a cybersecurity authority, and they are the national institution responsible for protecting spaces like this, and regularly they issue press releases, caution statements. I'm using the word advice. Cautioning people that they should be wary of things like that. So I think people should regularly monitor their timelines or their social media handles, and of course their website, because regularly they are updating us, and they are the ones who also tell us about these emerging microloan schemes that are scamming people and creating all kinds of problems.
But is there not a place? Is it because this person sent me this fake thing from a phone number?
You see, so
I should be able to report the phone number to somebody to say this number, who owns it? Why are they allowing their number to be used to do this work?
Yes, I mean you can make that report. You can make it to the cybersecurity authority. You can make it to the operator of the particular number you are talking about, and then also you can make a formal complaint to the police in appropriate cases. Now, what normally happens is that if the person knows that you know me. And the person knows that if I am in distress, I can reach out to you, Bernard. That you should support. And with that information in mind, the person is able to hack my line. Right?
Then he will use your number to ask me that
exactly.
thing.
So then basically my phone is cloned. My WhatsApp channel or maybe my Telegram channel is cloned. And then the person is faking to be me. Sends you message that Bernard, I am a Chopot at day, Oxford with Matthias Chopot for me. So please send me something.
But this is correct. But this number that sent me this, I don't know the number.
So you see, it happens like that. In other cases too, it is someone just playing on your capacity to be generous. So the person reaches out to you and says, "Oh Bernard, Charlie, things are Chopot small. Can you support?" There are times that people will genuinely reach out and say they have this difficulty, but many times we have these people like that in the system who are playing on your intelligence.
And then the other thing they said, which was worrying, was that, dear customer, your PIN is blocked for 62 days. Don't try to attempt to check your wallet.
So
I'm
this
like, what is this?
Clearly, this is a scam. They are trying to gain access to your mobile money.
So when I try, I don't know whether it will mean that I will go and try and send money.
So
or
you
what?
key in once you key in these protocols that are known to you, then they are able to have access, because some of these things they have embedded in the malwares that allow them to be able to get access to the system, see your things, and then they start transferring money.
Charlie, that's it. But the number they used to send the thing was some number or something.
So make a formal report.
I should make a formal report.
Yes, make a formal report, because it happens all the time.
And before that, let me just before that. Every 3 days, I'll get some number. Today's lotto numbers. I don't even know. So I was somewhere, and this phone number too looks similar to that one. This is a 053 number. So today they sent it twice. They sent the first one on 5th June, Today, lotto numbers 32, 16, 90, 65, 44. Into bracket 16 to 44. Then I didn't mind them. Then there's another one on Saturday. Today, lotto numbers 73, 2, 64, 35, 2. So I don't know whether it's coming from NLA or whether it's coming from some. I don't even understand. So I don't take lotto too.
So Bernard, you see, another problem, you know that the Data Protection Act in Ghana prohibits people from unauthorized disclosure of our data to other parties. So if you are a person responsible for collection of data, like for instance, Citi FM, we collect data. Normally, when people come in, they sign in those details, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
There are laws that govern things like that.
You can't share that with somebody else.
Exactly. What is happening is that people are selling these to third parties. And these third parties, including political parties, now have access to these things and are sending unsolicited messages, advertisements, and all kinds of things to you.
Do you know that?
Which the law prohibits.
Do you know that during the election,
both
the NDC and MPP presidential candidates sent me text message.
Did you get a video?
They sent me plenty things.
They mentioned your name?
The MP aspirant for MPP for the constituency I vote also sent me a message. In fact, somebody called me and they were offering me something. I said, they said they want to register me for something. And I said, what's that? At this age I've reached. But I got called from different parties. And it's not because they know who I am, they just called because my number was given to them.
So when I actually go to events and you are required to write your name, your number, your email, that kind of thing, I often struggle. Other times I just don't even
because
put the right
sometimes
number.
it's two ways. Sometimes for your own safety. So maybe you're going to a facility, you log in and write your name and your number so that it can be an alibi for you. Maybe they may say you were somewhere, but you have the record that you went there. But I think the companies should explain to us what they do with those numbers. Because to just share it to somebody to be sending me, and I don't want to ask you for loan, like all kinds of things.
So you see, when you read the Data Protection Act, these things are dealt with. And in fact, there's a requirement that if you are an institution that controls people data, you have got to properly register so that your activities can be regulated. Consistently, the cybersecurity people and the data protection people have been urging institutions in that space to come for regularization of the activities. But often these things don't happen. And people are just selling personal data to institutions, third parties, left, right, and center, without observing the provisions of the law. You know, what has to happen is individuals suing these institutions. Because you cannot just be sitting there and someone.
But you will not know where they got it from. You see, you've gone to 20 places last month and you're giving your number to different people. Then you are there and somebody sends you lotto numbers. How do you know whether it was this person who gave it to them or that person who gave it to them? You don't know.
It keeps tracing and making the reports, and then at some point, something will give, and there will be punishment.
But you know, we are so. I think we are digitally illiterate in this country generally. So even though we have access to digital tools, we have not been educated in how to use them and how to be safe online. And I think that's the major problem we face. The other thing is that there's a social, and I'm being told reliably by somebody who knows that there's a piece of social engineering that the fraudsters use to scam people. They will get you to not reason for a moment by gaining your trust, either by using something dear to you, like your child or money or your family. The follow-up call will attempt to help you solve the supposed problem. But it's all in the process of defrauding you. Whatever they ask you to try to fix, it's all in an attempt to gain your trust or gain your PIN or your app's one-time password, which is the OTP. You know, and you know this thing, I'm suspicious because yesterday I was trying to send Momo using the app and the thing was not working. Then like an hour later, I get this message from so is it that that's my worry, that how do they know that there's a challenge with the app?
You're trying to make a transaction and there's a challenge.
So I was advised to just sort of
give it some
delete the app and then but I just, for me, I hope that people in the companies involved are not part of this.
Well,
that's my hope, because it's a bit odd the
coincidence, the
yes
timing.
You get it. If somebody is sitting in his bush somewhere doing fraud, how will he know that somebody
timing is
you get it? So somebody you give information to, or somebody who has some access may be working with criminals.
Is it, Bernard? I mean, if you monitor the banking space over the last few months, you would have noticed that reports have come in that the banks have had to fire a number of people because of fraudulent activities like the one you are complaining about. The same thing is happening within the what do you call it? The I don't want to use mobile money. I want to use the generic term.
The digital
money space.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, some of the
So
people
you have deviant people from within who are working in who are in cahoots with other people externally
from the back end.
Who are engaging in these activities.
I will not be surprised.
Unlawfully withdrawing money from people's accounts or notifying other people that, oh, this person has so much money sitting in his account. If you can, play with it and let's see how it goes. These things are happening. And if you want,
I really believe what you're saying.
So it's important that the banks, the telecommunication institutions that are in the space are doing proper training and sensitization of their people so that they understand that they are there holding those positions and the resources in their hand in trust for other people.
Charlie,
they should stop it.
The coincidence of the thing, send it. I say, hey, these people.
Yeah, so for instance, you go to a mobile money guy and then you say, oh, Charlie, I want to deposit 20,000 in my account. He does that. The next moment, somebody is suspiciously sending you some information that, oh, you need to do A, B, C, D, or if you're not careful, especially the illiterate ones, forgive me. Therefore, for the last time I sent my electrician to go and do some work for me elsewhere. So I sent him some quite heavy amount of money. Then he calls me and says that some people have called him that they sent him some money, so he should send the money back to them. So I had to warn him that no, don't do that. And so he then understood that look. These spaces have now been occupied by all kinds of.
Let me read something a listener sent. Then this listener was scammed of 19,000 cedis from a bank account. I was a victim of cyber fraud on Easter Monday. All monies withdrawn from my bank account and Momo wallet. It started on Easter Saturday into Easter Sunday. The caller demanded that I should approve of a non-service that I didn't authorize. I kept rejecting the prompt of approval, but it kept popping up. So I decided to switch off my phone for close to 2 hours and even went to remove my chip so that I would not be disturbed by these scammers. The following day, which was Easter Monday, around 2:30 p.m., a lady called and I noticed from Truecaller she was calling from MTN office. You see, according to her, my Momo and bank account have been compromised by some source from Nigeria and that they were trying to block them and that they are tracking them for arrest. She was so convincing and spoke very good English. She never asked for my PIN. However, all she asked for was just to key in 2 zeros. She repeated the process for close to 45 minutes. It got to a point that I told her I was tired of going through the process since I'm not feeling too well. She said that we're almost done and I kept doing what she was telling me to do. By the time we ended the game, Jack, I got notifications from my bank and Momo that all my monies were withdrawn in bits and pieces. Sad one. Me of all people who thinks I'm smart and alert. They made me pass all my money is gone. Please stay alert. Refuse to be scammed. Call your bank immediately when you suspect that the scammers are trying their hardest to scam you. They took 19,000 cedis from my bank account.
Yeah.
Charlie, this can pay school fees for.
Yeah, exactly. That is.
I also think the telcos should be more proactive in their education. They've tried. When you listen to the adverts now, even the jingles we run, they will say, don't give your PIN. True. Those things are very, very important. People should take it seriously. True. And we also will do a bit more on this. Let's just read a few comments on this.
Good morning, Bernard. These guys have a lot of SIM cards that they use for these things. Oh, so you got the Lotto numbers too, Bernard?
Charlie Lotto!
I've been getting it since Monday. Kulu Kwame from Medina Center.
I don't know what I should do with the Lotto numbers. Whether I should take it or is the result. I don't realize the Lotto numbers that are coming or the ones that have dropped. I don't know, my brother.
Those are the ones you should take the weekend.
But how do you know all the 5?
I told you about forecasting.
Lotto app. I think this is very serious. And
that's a serious
I didn't know whether it was from the official people.
So there are people who call and claim that they are working with the NLA and that somehow they have a way of getting access to the numbers beforehand. Look, it is fraud. Don't get involved. because the numbers are randomly, as we understand it, generated. The winning numbers, they are randomly generated. It's not like somebody can have access to what is likely to play and come and give it to you. So when they call with claims like that,
okay,
report the numbers to the appropriate authority.
Let me give two pieces of information. The only authorized MTN number is 0244 300,000.
Yes. Any other is
0244 300,000. That's the only authorized MTN. Anybody who calls you claiming is from MTN, and the number is not 0244 300,000, the person is a liar. That's number one. Number two, the scammers don't need your PIN anymore. They just need you to respond to their phone call, and the operation is enabled while they keep you talking on the phone. So they normally engage you in a conversation. You know, this is someone told me. So me, when the guy did it to me, as if I knew, he told me that when somebody does that to you, don't pick their call. If you pick their call, put your phone off. Because they keep you in that useless conversation, no? So that whilst your phone is on, they can do what they have to do on the back end. So when the person sends this, your number is hacked thing, I just put my phone off for like 20 minutes.
Right.
Because I had been given filler by my boss, who's this computer science. So the issue is that no, the scammers are moving quickly.
Yeah.
So they won't even ask you. So it's not even need. So you see this lady who they scammed. Yeah. She didn't give them her PIN. She was just typing 0. They were just asking her to do something. Wow. And they took her money.
I think the experts will have to advise us on, what protocols can be. Because I'm not so sure whether merely talking to the person on the phone should give them that access.
But if you listen to the lady who just read, she said she didn't give them a PIN.
They would have asked you to key in something.
That's what I'm saying. That she was. But she said they kept her on for a long time. And whether the 00 she was keying in was something to confirm a transaction they were doing, because he said that they are removing money small. So she didn't give them her PIN. So the point I'm making is that they may not ask you for your PIN, but they may ask you to do something which will still take your money.
Yeah, so it would mean that they have engaged the protocols at a certain level and they need something from you to confirm what is happening. So I don't think that merely having a conversation on the phone should.
But someone was asking you to send him the numbers. He wants to see something.
Who? No. No, by the way, I'm not even saying that the lotto is scam. The lotto one may be something else. They've just somebody sent me best traveler to please try and play the lotto. Since you are talking about the lotto numbers, these are some that they keep sending me. Okay, let me check if the numbers they sent to me and this my friend are the same. So they sent you 5, 50, 35, 75, 78. Me, they sent. What did they even send me? What did they send me? They sent me 32, 16, 90, 65, 44. So are they different lottos? No, it's the same lotto. You know, Charlie, this lotto matter. You know. Now, Caleb, take note of that. I need to do a proper show on this.
Sure.
To educate people. I need to bring an expert.
There's a groundswell because
I need to get an expert.
A lawyer friend of mine says my banking app was hacked and my funds were transferred out. The topic you guys are discussing is so real, you have no idea. I had a horrific experience with cyber fraud. He adds.
Yes, another one.
Yeah.
Then somebody says another serious one, which I have alerted MTN about, but nothing has been done yet, is that whenever I receive a legitimate call from MTN, it shows up on my phone as scam alert. The fraudsters have managed to report the MTN number as spam. Listen to this one. This person says, whenever he receives a legitimate call from MTN, it shows up on his phone as scam alert. And that the fraudsters have managed to report the MTN number as scam.
So you see, some of them save these things. And Truecaller sometimes they retain some of this information. So the moment the call comes through and you have Truecaller,
but I don't even have Truecaller.
Many people do have.
Because Truecaller is not. I'm not sure it is a proper thing. Because Truecaller, who are they? Where is their office? Charlie is somewhere.
It's also
me. I was advised. I was advised of somebody in the space that if I value my privacy, I shouldn't download Truecaller.
Yeah.
So I don't have true
caller.
caller.
Concern.
I don't have true caller.
So those things. So what? It's a major concern, and it's important that we address this. So there's this clarification that I just got from Simmons regarding the matter you raised. So it is not merely staying on the phone. As I was saying.
What is it?
So they keep you on the phone so that they can get you to engage your key parts in a way. Sometimes you may not even know. All you need to is to press something. You understand?
And how
so they have an algorithm that
will use it to do something.
So then they use it for all of these criminal purposes. So it is important. I think that it is very important that the cybersecurity authority people, they should be out there more frontally.
I'm telling you,
educating people on what exactly the risk. I know they do a lot
because you see,
on the
what
social
will
media
happen is
handles
that
and their website.
one person's bad experience can let many people decide not to offer mobile banking and also reduce their usage of mobile money. So it's a threat to the industry's growth as well. So I just want to encourage the industry players to engage the media in educating the public more.
Very important.
And also invest in regularly scanning the system and finding out what new methods are being used. Because if you read the comments we are getting now, there's so many variations and tricks they are using these days that I don't even know. So let's Caleb, read a few of the comments for me on how people are getting scammed. Meanwhile, my friend Jason said he also received the lotto numbers yesterday. By Jason, they said, please don't miss out. Stick high. But your numbers are 2266. Yeah, Charlie, I got your numbers. The same numbers drop.
2266.
1671 2. Hey, bro. Maybe they know we need money.
Sky, did you get some?
No, but Sky doesn't need money.
I came to complain here that
they say you don't need money.
No, why? What are you telling my
It's okay, you don't need money. I didn't get some.
Don't mind me. You see, you know the time I came to talk about
they've been sending you lotto numbers.
People who call me. So these days I've been very frontal. I deal with them frontally. Previously I was being respectful. That always.
No, they text me the numbers.
Hey,
yeah.
Charlie, read the comments.
But it's no longer advisable to turn off your phone. At times they clone your SIM, and all they need is you to turn off your phone to enable them activate their cloned SIM.
So now when you turn your phone off to that's another matter. So now whether to turn it on or turn it off is a problem.
Noel from Begro says, I'm sure she got an OTP code which she sent to them, not her PIN, but she was sent a code which she mentioned to them, and they used that code to change her PIN. Okay. Good morning, Bernard. Concerning data protection, civil servants paid by controller receive so many messages from different loan companies. Others even call asking whether you want a loan. How do they get our details? Frank from Kwashima send that through. Bernard, this little thing, it has been going on for a year now. I received WhatsApp messages several times from a person who introduces herself as a lady on WhatsApp, claiming to be working with the NLA. This is Kwabna from Spintex. Bernard, good morning. Criminals are now obtaining phone numbers from bank customers, cloning the numbers and setting up the bank apps with cloned numbers. They use the apps to wipe out their accounts. I know of a case in the circuit court where the mastermind of the operation is some young lady. Bernard, the telcos either do not want to or are doing very little or are investing very little in stopping or catching these persons. Look, it is very simple to catch a few people and make them scapegoats. Telcos can easily track your location if they want to, and with the police catch those crooks and throw them behind bars. Good morning, me from Choco Sender through. I deal with these people by not entertaining them. Immediately you tell me you are from so and so, I just hung up. Good morning, Bernard.
Morning.
Now I usually get calls from Maryland and other foreign countries, other cities.
Maryland.
To avoid any hacking, I don't pick at all. Sometimes your bad attitude also gives us away in these fraudulent things. If you are not greedy, you will not wait on the phone line with someone who is telling you you have won something you have not subscribed to. I also suggest we segregate our numbers so that we use different things. For example, our Momo numbers should be different from what we talk on, etc., etc. Okay.
And then also, those of us who are on numerous WhatsApp platforms and all of that, many of these things, when they are able to hack one person,
number, Yes, then
they
they get
can
access to
exactly.
the rest. That's true.
So when they get onto that platform, you can guarantee that they can get through a lot of people who are who are unsuspecting. So please, you see all kinds of links being dumped onto WhatsApp platforms, and you go there and you are in a hurry to click. Some people, that is all they want to click on some link. Please be very, very, very careful about these things. And then also, if a link pops up in your email, somebody says that, you ordered something and then this is the invoice and you have to click this link and all of that. Be very, very careful. If you know you have not ordered anything from a particular company, that company has sent you what looks like an invoice with a link attached to it and tells you that, you should click it for A, B, C, D. Don't do it. Also, there are people who will send you messages and say, he's the prince of so and so, a businessman in this particular country, Dubai, ABC, and that, he's willing to engage you in this particular business. Be very careful.
I want to ask you a question.
Suspicious. Otherwise, you'll be compromised.
And the brothers too.
Do you think that if we, when I buy a device and they want to do face recognition, I hesitate. But I think that maybe face recognition can be a solution to these things. In a sense that, you see, because I'm the only person, if biometrics become regularly used, maybe it will be more difficult for scammers to succeed. I don't know. Yeah,
so that is why in many banking institutions today, they do not just rely on one form of verification in order to allow you to do online transactions, or in some cases in-person transaction. They will require multiple layers of verification, including biometric. Maybe it could be your thumbprint. In some cases it may be your iris. In some cases your face as is. I don't know where many banks in Ghana are with that. They still rely majority of the times on the OTP messages that are sent for you to key in those details. And in my bank, for instance, in the UK, they will rely on both some protocols they will send to you to use, and then also your voice. You understand? Right. And in some cases, they will ask you secret questions. Those questions would demand answers that only you know. If you answer them, then you can go on to do your transactions. Perhaps the Bank of Ghana should look more into this. I know some banks are already in the space, but it would appear that we need to do a lot more work. And the Minister for Communications, Sam George, I know he's very, very passionate about things like this. He should get more involved in the space. And the
somebody said some of the scammers may be former workers of the telcos, so they know all the keys and how to enter your details. I'll read a few comments and promise to come back to this subject on a different day with an expert.
So there's an advice, for example, that people who use the same PIN or same password for multiple phones or apps across the platform should also try and avoid that. Bernard, quick one though. Today is Professor William Bar Boating's birthday. He's doing the listening and he says he just got a lady telling him that she works at NLA. So I think they are sending him birthday lotto.
Professor.
He's now going to head
Methodist University as the Vice Chancellor.
Yes. Professor Babwati.
No, we are lying prostrate.
No.
Professor. No. That we know this one. This is a proper professor. Yes, Professor. Professor Papa. This one, please forgive us. Yes. We are in error. And we are in your debt.
I tell you.
We will vindicate that properly.
We have to send some more. We have to send some more to Professor. Professor Babwati. Evidently, guy.
No. He's created generations of brilliant minds.
I tell you.
And he's still doing it.
I tell you.
Celebrate his contribution.
I tell you. He's a big man.
Good morning, Bernard.
Morning.
Nathaniel from Tamale says some of these Momo vendors have CCTV cameras installed in their shops. Once you key in your pins under the surveillance, it is recorded and afterwards they share with those they are in cahoots with. Wow. Hello, guys. Why is it always MTN though? I don't have any issues with the other telcos. Marcus of Zion Gates Business Center through.
It's where the trees ripe that people throw trees at. So the MTN has more people, so they are targeting them too.
Yeah. But they did seem to me they can even deactivate and activate SIM cards to who can activate and deactivate SIM cards. Kuku sent that from Accra. This is very serious. I also do get the Lotto numbers, and it's really surprising. But the most shocking one is the day I went to make a deposit at the bank, and about 20 minutes after depositing, I received a message from a scammer telling me he has deposited a set amount of money into my account. I was shocked because normally it happens with the telcos, but this time around, how come it was a bank and the timing was so close?
It's a serious something. It's a serious this thing.
Let me just say that, look, the fact that it's happening doesn't mean that online banking and related services are bad. Because even in traditional banking circles, as we do know them, people forge other signatures. Some people can even forge the check entirely, make it look real. And all kinds of things happen that will lead to money leaving your bank account. These are all crimes. Once innovation comes in, the criminals are also innovating, trying to use the space for their own advantage. So let the impression not be out there that perhaps we are attacking online services like that. No, we are just cautioning people.
Convenient, it's safe, it's secure, but of course these elements are trying to take advantage of the system. So vigilance is the name of the game.
It is important. And so the MTNs, the telco, the telecell,
banks,
and the AT people, they have to invest in robust IT infrastructure to deal with problems like this.
Good morning, Bernard.
Morning.
15,000 cities was withdrawn from my client's Momo account. We wrote to them and they claim they are investigating. It's taking forever. Soon a suit will fly. A suit will fly. You know the lawyer
coming in from a lawyer.
Hey, a suit will fly.
Esquire.
They will write English. A suit will fly. And by the time you pay, the lawyer's fees will also go inside.
By the way, Bernard, what's up with the Bank of Ghana governor and his promise to check on the charges from?
So there was a press conference they did, and they made some announcements. There wasn't clarity as far as I'm concerned. They just said that they had spoken to the banks to do something. And there was no direct call to action as far as I'm concerned. So that day Neil actually came back from the DOG meeting. They announced that the governor had met the banks and had warned them about unauthorized charges.
They also asked us to send them messages from our listeners.
We wrote the whole petition. It's with them. So maybe that's what led to the warning. I don't know.
It's been weeks, so
I think DOG, we require a more comprehensive response to this. The claim that you are warning the banks against unauthorized charges, I think is very weak. It's very, very weak. So I'll come back to that topic shortly. We're going to do a quick interview before we take you into our on-air series where we are focused on agric and technology. But Caleb's going to do this interview next. From 9:35ish, we're going to be taking you into the discussion on tariffs.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Hey, of course. You know we have been friends since childhood, and we always tell each other everything.
Oh, Cynthia, I know that. And that is why you're my best friend.
We even eat together, and I have spare keys to your room. I also know your phone password.
Cynthia, don't I also know your phone password?
Yes, so But what about your Momo pin? Hey! No way.
Indeed, Akos. Your Momo pin is your secret. Do not share your pin for any reason or give your pin to someone to send cash on your behalf. Debida, never give out your pin or OTP as a means of claiming a so-called promotional prize won. Your pin is like your toothbrush. It only belongs to you. Stay alert.
MTN.
Happy Father's Day.
This Father's Day, celebrate the strength, wisdom, and warmth of Dad with a well-deserved escape to Peduasi Valley Resort. Enjoy exclusive discounts on our luxurious rooms and pamper him with tailored spa treatments for total relaxation. Top up the experience with our special Father's Day lunch buffet at the Baobab Restaurant while you enjoy classic tunes from our live band with good vibes for the whole family. For reservations, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy.
Human resource is crucial for Ghana's development. The Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana presents CIHRM 2025 Conference under the theme Regulating HRM in Ghana, Standards, Ethics and Sustainability. Date 18th to 19th June 2025. Venue Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Conference fees: members 3,200 Ghana cedis, non-members 4,000 Ghana cedis, student members 2,000 Ghana cedis. For sponsorship, partnerships, special discounts, call 024-327-8694 or 020-811-2644 today. Sponsors: GCB, VRA, Gridco, NPA, Ghana Airports, We Power Authority, Media Partners, Channel 1 TV and Citi FM. CIHRM 2025 Conference, transforming work and workplaces. Be there.
As a busy professional, I struggled with back and neck strain from long hours at my desk. To improve my focus, productivity, and well-being, I sought expert advice from the CEO of Expert Office Furnish.
After being in the furniture business for 25 years, I can tell you two things that causes back pain in the workspace: bad sitting posture and not sitting on a good chair. I recommend to you the Genevia Beeper chair, the chair that helps you to sit right. When you don't sit right, it beeps for you to be able to sit right. The next will be the Enjoy chair. It takes every body shape and size. Buy a chair that will support your back and give you that comfort to be able to deliver on your job.
Expert Office Furnish offers molding furniture for comfort, productivity, and style. From seating to customized solutions, plus interior decoration services, they've got it all. Find them off the Atomic Hills Estate Road in Ashonman or call 0571 386602 on Facebook and Instagram at Expert Office Furnish.
On the go, night or day. PBL up is the easiest way. Bank secure, bank with ease. Right at your fingertips, bank is a breeze. PBL app making banking so clear. Anytime, anywhere, we're here. Safe, secure, banking for you. PBL app, simple and true.
Welcome to the future of banking. The Prudential Bank mobile app. Bank secure anytime. Right from your phone. Access your accounts 24/7. Perform instant transactions. Pay bills. Link mobile money wallets. Scan and pay with GHQR. Manage your cards. Make seamless GIP interbank transfers. All with ease. No more banking hours. Take control and app your banking. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking. Download the PBL mobile app now. PBL mobile app. App your banking.
Imagine waking up to serenity every day, surrounded by nature's beauty and luxury at your fingertips in a gated estate you can be proud to call your home. Welcome to Western Villas, located at Ai Mensa, where our stunning homes redefine elegance. At Western Villas, each home is a masterpiece, designed with precision and love. From swimming pool, gym, playground, beautiful landscaped gardens and private balconies, making every day feel like a retreat. We also have executive plots for sale at McCarthy Hill, strategically located and offer unparalleled views, easy access to amenities, and endless possibilities for executive living. With just 5% deposit, you can reserve your space. Contact us today to learn more about our luxury homes at Ai Mensa or executive plots at McCarthy Hill. Call us now on 0536 502295 or visit www.westernvillas.com for more information.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
It's a minute to 9 and we have friends from Hot Jobs Africa. Interesting, a lot of people are out on the streets, many are home and they are looking for jobs and they say there are no jobs, and then there are many employers who are also saying they have vacancies and they're trying to find people. They're simply not finding the right persons to fill up these roles. If you're an employer, you're in this country, you are a job seeker, you are in this conundrum, Hot Jobs Africa is filling that gap. And so I have with me Evans Bonsier Ajay Amponsan. He's the head of outsourcing. He's here together with Belinda Miranda Annan, head of business development and marketing, Hot Jobs Africa. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning and thank you for joining us today.
Good morning.
So, Belinda, let me start with you, right? They say ladies first, so I'll start with you. Let's start by you telling us what your recruitment company does and the range of services you offer. Hot Jobs Africa.
Okay. So, Hot Jobs Africa Limited is a comprehensive recruitment and HR services company.
Okay.
And we specialize in recruitment. We outsource staff, we manage them, we are into staff training, we are into HR consultancy services, and we are into staff transportation, or better known, the staff busing system.
Okay.
So for the past 18 years, Hot Jobs Africa...
18?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've been proudly serving businesses across Ghana in all the regions with reliable, professional and client-focused workforce solutions.
Interesting. So that's the range of services you provide now. The industry is becoming very interesting now. We've seen a lot of names who are into recruitment and all. So with Hot Jobs, what makes you different from the rest?
Yes. So Hot Jobs
Evans.
Africa. Yes. Thank you very much. Hot Jobs Africa. Over the past 18 years, what we've done is to have a blend of cost leadership and product differentiation strategies, where we don't do a one-size-fits-all approach. We listen, we look at the unique needs of our clients, and we tailor the solutions to be them. And like I indicated, over the past 18 years, we have proven with experience and client satisfaction across many sectors. And our vision is to become the preferred choice in every service we provide. And we are working relentlessly towards that. So
that's a good one. Belinda, so how do you ensure that, both employers and job seekers are matched correctly and successfully? And how do you, recruit the people? How do you do that matching?
Okay, so we, first of all, believe in precision matching.
Okay.
So our clients, who happens to be the employers, provide their detailed specifications for their roles, experiences they want, the industry preference they want, and then they also tell us the salary range with other benefits. And based on that, we also talk to our job seekers or the candidates and then let them know about the similar profile based on their expectations, because employees also have their expectations. And then based on that, we check with their qualifications and other experiences. So we then match both sides based on aligned values and requirements from the employer and the employee. And then we ensure we have this high retention and satisfaction rates for both the employer and the candidate.
So it's easy to check the qualifications of the people and aligning their values and that sweet language and English, right? Yesterday I met someone who says, look, he's into the transport business. He has 2 haulage trucks. He's had to pack them, sack the drivers because they've been siphoning his fuel and selling them. He has warehouses and people have bad attitude. So he has businesses that have grounded, not because of lack of strategy or lack of capital, but he has human capital issues where there's a crisis of character. So how do you ensure that the people you are providing for the vacancies that are available are not only writing nice English on their CV, but they are competent and they deliver?
Exactly. So what we do is that beyond just matching the people, we also engage them, have some basic trainings, and also do some background checks on the people we are
Okay.
dealing with,
Okay.
like police clearance and some other checks to ensure that we are matching or placing the right people with the right attitudes. And we also follow up constantly with them to ensure that things are moving in the right direction and all
Okay.
that. So we don't just leave them in there. We look at ways of supporting throughout the process. And so that's how come we can support them.
That's a good one. Evans, let's zero in on the sectors that you specialize in, right? And why you've chosen those.
So Hot Jobs Africa, over the years, we work in all sectors. We work with every sector, from FMCG, manufacturing, logistics, hospitality, construction, banking, and all that. And this versatility has helped us to gain more experience, get to make tailor-made solutions for our clients. And so we are not just focused on just one sector. We do or deal with all the sectors of the economy.
You cut across
yes.
the sectors. Now, there's a concern about scams. This one we were talking about, hacking, scamming, and all those fraudulent activities that go on. So how do you assure your clients of your company's legitimacy and credibility? Yeah.
Yes. So that has been a challenge where we've had some agencies creating these things because they've scammed people, and so people feel that every other company is like that. Hot Jobs is registered with, the Registrar General. We are also registered with the Labor Department, and over the past 18 years, we've been visible. You can walk into our office. We don't operate in any charade or hiding somewhere to scam people. And we're also part of the Ghana Association of Human Resource Service Providers, which is an association for this kind of industry as well. So we are not what people call the scam. You can always reach out to us, and to deal with most of these multinationals, you cannot be because they also do their checks and ensure that everything is in the right direction. So you can be assured of that.
After 18 years, I'm sure if I ask you to share with me some success stories, we'll run out of time. But tell me a few that really demonstrate your impact in the recruitment space over the years.
Yes. So it's not just recruitment, it's more of the human resource.
Everything else, yeah.
Yes. And for the past 18 years, we've impacted lives. I can remember that we started with just one person, one janitor from MNG Pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
And we've gone into over 6,000 staff across the country.
6,
and this is just
staff.
for labor outsourcing. And we have, and just imagine that 6,000 staff with 3 dependents. What's the impact? And we are impacting over 30,000 of lives. And this is just for labor outsourcing, for recruitment, people who didn't have hope of securing a job. We get them trained, we help them with their CVs, get them placed, and we don't leave it there. We also look at helping you throughout the whole process, guiding them, assisting them in terms of soft loans to also continue education. And over the years, we have served top tier companies across many sectors like Woma Africa. We deal with Simaf Ghana, Voltic Ghana Limited, Nestle, Procus Ghana, which is Kibo, Farm Milk. A couple of them are across or along the years. And this model we scale to deliver quality, and it has helped business reduce overhead costs so that it can focus more on their core duties, so that we take the burden of dealing with the labor in terms of processing payroll and getting the right fit of people. And so the satisfaction out there, the client's experience
is great.
It's great.
Top notch.
We can also share that with you.
Okay, let me come to Belinda then to share with us how employers and job seekers can, get in touch with you and why they should choose you over others.
Okay. So Hot Jobs Africa Limited is not just a recruitment firm. We in fact, we are their trusted partner in workforce solutions.
Right.
we are very swift when it comes to providing the candidates for the employers. And we are easily reachable via our website, www.hotjobsafrica.org. www.hotjobsafrica.org.
Okay.
Our phone lines 020 433 6004. 020 433 6004.
Okay.
And our landline 0303 980 362.
Okay.
0303 980 362. And we are on all the social media handles.
Hot Jobs Africa.
Yes, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter,
Right.
TikTok.
Excellent. We'll do well to get in touch with you. Thank you for passing through the studio. Belinda Miranda Annan, Head of Business Development Marketing. Evans Bonsi Ajay Amponsa, Head of Outsourcing, Hot Jobs Africa. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you so much for passing through. We're grateful.
you.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Great. And for the business festival, we have ABSA, MTN, and Zonda partnering us to serve you on the City Business Festival. ABSA says if you're looking for a little more in life without spending more, I get it. Every city counts. That's why I want to share something that's really made a difference for me. The ABSA Abapa account is designed for people like us, those who work hard and deserve more for less. Here's what I get with my ABSA Abapa account: a free GH Link card, access to loans up to 50,000 Ghana cedis when I need help, high interest on savings, free SMS alerts to track every peso I spend, seamless mobile and online banking, no need to join long queues, and many more. And the best part is it's simple to open. If you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then ABSA Abapa account is just for you. Open an account today and get more. T's and C's apply. Your story matters, ABSA. So get ready for a game changer, SMEs. We're introducing Yellow Biz, our new multi-service bundle with everything you need for smarter business solutions. This all-in-one package consists of 4G plus router with 10 gigabyte of free data, Microsoft Office 365, WebWiz, a customized business website for your business, Unicom service, a unified business communication solution for your virtual call center, IVR, and conferencing needs. All you need for a good deal you don't want to miss out. With MTN Yellow Biz, your business will gain access to advanced productivity tools, powerful online presence, superior customer experience to optimize your operations. Stay ahead of competition. Call 100 or 0244308111. Email us mtnbusiness.gh@mtn.com. mtn.com.gh/business. Visit that. Any of our offices available to you for your Yellow Biz. Stay connected everywhere you go. We'll take a very quick break. When we're back, there is more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City 97.3. Accra.
Welcome to another edition of our on-air series for the City Business Festival 2025, brought to you by ABSA Bank, MTN, and Zonda Technology. Tonight, we're talking to a friend who's been championing the cause of smallholder farmers using technology to give them information, access to finance, and also markets. He happens to also be the co-founder and CEO of Farmerline, and we'll be discussing the role of technology in agriculture today. Stay with us. Welcome back. So this is the on-air series for the Citi Business Festival 2025. This week we're focused on agric and agribusiness. I'm ending the week talking to a man I admire so much. He's built a fantastic globally recognized company, Farmerline. He's a co-founder and CEO of this organization. And today is going to help me understand the role of technology in agriculture, how his company is helping farmers get access to information, finance, and also, more importantly, markets. He's currently out of the country lobbying for more support for agriculture in Africa. Aloysius Atta, thanks for joining us for today's edition of the On Air series. Hi, Aloysius.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Bernard. Really excited to be here to share.
No, I mean, from 2013, I must say you've built a phenomenal company that is breaking all records. Can you, in a minute and a half, tell me the vision you had for Farmerline and 12 years down the line, how that's going?
The vision is very simple. Vision and mission is very simple. We want to create lasting profit for farmers, and the way we approach that is leveraging, digital tools and partnership. Partnership is very key. No one can do it all by themselves. So our model is using partnership and using digital tools to help farmers to make money. Making money is number one and the most important for me, because growing up in whole Volta region, I grew up with my auntie who was a farmer, and we would support on the weekend. And when you see many other farmers, making money has been what is priority to them. But when you look at what the industry does to support them, the industry is mostly trying to help them to just survive. And that's why Farmerline was founded. We have a very simple mission to leverage partnership and digital tools to help farmers to create wealth from their hard work.
Which means that you co-create the tools with the farmers. Since you use the word partnerships, talk me through that.
Yeah, like we truly listen, right, to the farmers. So let me give you two examples of two innovations that we built that we heard from the farmers. 2012, my partner and I, Emmanuel, when we built Farmerline, the first version was just an SMS application. Young coders, KNUST, were so passionate and proud of what we built 6 months in the lab. We finally went to the field and we showed farmers that, hey, this SMS app that we built. We're actually like quite arrogant about it. That, hey, it's gonna, when we presented to the extension officers, we said like, this was gonna take their job away. The feedback that we got from the farmers and then the extension officers were like, hey, look, a lot of people in Ghana can't speak their local language, but they cannot write it. So if your primary medium for communicating with farmers in tree and all that is in writing, many people are still not going to be able to use it. That was harsh in the moment, but that led to what we call DALI AI right now. It speaks 27 African languages, AI that can communicate with anyone in their native language. At least today it speaks 27. That is one of our leading innovations right now, and it came from that feedback. Another innovation that came from farmers was just paying attention to how farmers work among themselves. They were lending to each other, giving money to each other based on knowledge that they have of each other and in each other's farm. So an example, Bernard, assuming you're a farmer, we live in the same village, let's say Ho, and you grow yam every year and then you sell 10 bags. And then you come to me to ask me for a loan, and the loan is worth 2 bags of yam. I make my credit decision based on the knowledge that Bernard next door sells yam every 10 bags. And I know your house, I know your parents, so I can give you money. So that was already happening in the community. We paid attention to that in 2016, and our current platform, Open Finance, that financial institutions are lending on top of, deploying over $14 million on top of, using alternative data. Not just collateral, but using intelligences from the farm, the yield data, climate data, and all those things, leveraging it. So those are just two examples of how we innovate at Farmerline, by listening and building with farmers and for farmers.
When you started Farmerline, I know you were focused on smallholder farmers and subsistence farmers. Yeah. Now, of course, you deal with larger farmers and the smallholder farmers as well. But it will seem as if their basic problem is mechanization, right? So you move from subsistence tools to mechanization. So at what point does technology come into the farmers' problem solving, technologies that you've created? At what point do they need the kinds of things you are creating beyond the mechanization, which is the next level?
All types of farmers, whether small or commercial, in our view, need 3 things to succeed. The number one is access to the right information so they can grow food well. And number two is access to the right kind of capital. And I say the right kind of capital for a reason. It has to be timed to the risk that is in agriculture, but then also the growing season. Capital to get the mechanization, high quality seeds, and then access to market. So when people know how to grow, they get money to get their inputs, and then they grow their food, then they have to sell it to make their money. So all our innovations are around these three buckets. So we build tools that allows farmers to get access to information anytime, anywhere, on demand, in their natural language, in their native language. The problem that we are solving with that is that currently the number of people, extension officers on the ground that actually train farmers is limited. And the resources to actually travel back and forth to deliver information is also not there. So what we do, that tool was built to complement what extension officers do. So if reminders and questions that farmers have after that training can be answered digitally, so that extension officers don't have to move to the community in order to answer those questions. So that's just one. And number two is also like around the financing, leveraging alternative data unlocks a lot of financing for people to actually get things like combined harvesters. Like in the places like northern Ghana, we are financing a bunch of farmers to the network of farmers that we've built, and they leverage our credit scoring to to offer them financing. And then the final one, which is in access to market. Like when you grow all the food, you have to sell it. So we buy rice, maize, soybean, cashew. Some of them we export. If you're about to export, you need to comply with all the standards that the Europeans have around child labor, deforestation. We build a lot of tools to help companies to comply with those things cheaply, but then also at scale as well. So those are the roles that we play around agriculture across the value chain, end to end. Not alone, honestly, with partners, tracking companies, warehouse companies, even other agtech companies. We collaborate with them because to truly transform agriculture and put farmers on a path towards wealth creation, it is definitely a team sport. So anytime we build innovation, it's about how do we work with other people to get it to farmers with one singular focus, creating lasting profit and helping them make a lot of money.
So I understand the role of information as a need for farmers. I understand the role of finance and the role of markets. Some people talk about irrigation because a lot of farmers depend on rain-fed agriculture. Have you been thinking around tools to make it easier to do irrigation? I was interviewing the Irrigation Development Authority and I was told our irrigation is basically about less than 10% of our irrigation potential. Like the Volta Lake is massive, right? So how would technology help solve such a problem? Because if we have more water available all year round, we're certainly going to have more production.
Today we have what I call artificial seasons. And those artificial seasons are just because of rain. So in the north, planting is beginning now. Between now and September, northern people are planting. The people in the south has already planted between March and then they harvest in August. But if there's irrigation, all those dates go. You can plant from January to December. So that's the power of irrigation. Even if it's even more powerful and better for the environment if that irrigation is even solar. So the role that we play, what we focus on, we are aware of all these things. We know farmers need it. The fact is that all these things has been invented many, many years ago. Irrigation has been invented over 100 years ago, but it's not here. It's not widely adopted. Why? Two reasons. Distribution. So getting people to get into the country. We don't make them here. A lot of people have to import them. I know there are some startups that are trying to solve that right now, but largely it's still heavily imported. So we depend on other countries. If you depend on other countries, it means that the thing is not readily available. If it's not readily available, many people cannot actually access it. The second one is money to actually buy it. Especially if you want to go and do solar irrigation, it's very expensive. It requires a lot of money upfront. And that's why tools like open finance actually make sense. If we scale open finance into like a national agricultural credit bureau, a lot of financial institutions can leverage it to deploy money for more people to be able to afford irrigation. If a lot of people are able to afford irrigation, people who are importing into the country, companies like PumpTech and other companies that are working in this space, Sunculture, Greeno in Ivory Coast, and all other great agtech companies, they can be able to bring a lot more into the country. With increased demand, they can supply more. Some even go to the extent of actually building factories in the country to actually make them, to get a cost down. When the cost comes down, more adoption. So for us, we already know about the impact. is well documented everywhere else around the world, but two things must be solved for that to achieve scale, to get a lot of people to go into irrigation that allow them to farm all year round, grow all year round, and make more money. There must be enough distribution and production of the equipment in the country, and there should be the right kind of financing that understands the risk of agriculture and has solutions for it, so that more and more people can be able to afford it and use it, and hopefully make more money.
This is a special edition of your Honors series. We're discussing the role of technology in agriculture. My guest is really one of the blue chip companies, I should say, coming from this part of the world, doing great things in terms of technology as a tool for agriculture. Aloysius Atta is the co-founder and CEO of Farmerline. And I'll tell you about some of the things they've done when we come back. He would also now tell us some of the help they would offer. They're partnering with us on the Agri Fair, which is happening in a few weeks' time. And he'll be telling us some of the tools they can deploy to help some of our farmers as we get ready for that big event. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is the Honors series for the Citi Business Festival. We're focused on agriculture this week, and this is our fourth in the series for the week. We're sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, and Zonda Technology. My guest is the co-founder and CEO of Farmerline, a company that is doing all kinds of things. For example, their AI-powered regenerative farming tool, DALI AI, was recognized as one of the Time magazine's best inventions of 2024. That is pretty serious. And Aloy's focus and his company essentially to do three things: provide information for farmers, help them get access to finance, and then give them access to markets. Now, Aloy, let's talk about markets for a bit. In our research before we decided to do the Agri Fair, we realized that the market problem is massive. Some farmers produce and they don't know where to sell. Sometimes they have a glut and egoists. And then they are not able to store enough to sell at high value when there's a scarcity. What is your conceptualization of the market's problem, and how does technology help solve it from your end?
That's a good question. Thank you. The market problem is really sad. Farmerline, we get about $200 million worth of orders every year. So there are buyers around the world. They are like, hey, we want to buy food. And they have money they want to buy. But the thing is that big buyers, they want to buy in bulk, and they will not compromise on quality. On the farmers front, a lot of people grow without actually know what people want to buy, what people are actually buying. They don't know how much they want to buy it for. They don't even understand the quality that is required. So a lot of people here, agriculture, there's money in it, so they just start without having access, knowing what the market is demanding. So because of this gap, a lot of people are unable to sell their food. Not because there's no demand. There is a lot of demand. Another problem that exists is infrastructure. When farmers grow food in rural areas, they can do all even if they follow the best practices, if there's not enough storage facilities for them to store the food, like what Nkrumah started by building silos across the country, if there's not enough storage, there will still be market problem. And finally, roads. These are things that digital platform, no AI in the world can fix bad roads or build factory warehouses. So for us, we build digital tools, but there are limitations on that. What we specifically do around helping people with our digital platform is to start from the beginning. The first step is when we get all these orders from people who want to buy, we let our farmers know of the quantity that people want to buy and then the quality that is required. So they get a chance to work their way, work their way backwards. So they have the quality in mind. Then we leverage tools like DALI AI to offer information, customize information to them, give them weather forecasts based on where their farm is. All these things help them to also improve the quality. As they are growing throughout the season, we are able to track who is growing what and how much they are growing, and we can then plan. That allows us to plan the logistics around it. And for you to track demand, we use satellite information in some cases for food crops. Vegetables, cereals, and grains. You can use satellite data at 3-meter resolution, take pictures every day, and then tell how much the food is growing and then the yield that is happening. We also go the old school route by physically sending people to the farm to actually inspect what is happening. So it is a mix of both digital for tracking, digital for training farmers so that they can improve yield, digital for tracing the food when it's moving from places like Tamale all the way to Accra. At times, the driver will stop 3 days in some village. We don't know what they're doing. But with digital tools, you can tell that, okay, this guy is lying. He stopped here. So all those things help you to minimize risk. But the true levers that make changes when it comes to access to market is old school infrastructure. People need a place to store things, and people need good roads to move things. And no amount of digital or AI is going to solve that. And that's where collaboration with government and other institutions come in to ensure that we continue to work collaboratively towards one goal, which is to create profit for farmers. But all those infrastructure, whether digital and physical, must be in place, and they must work together in
which means that in trying to solve the farmers' problems, you are having to transform from a technology company to even a logistics company. Because to do the kinds of things you do, you are doing agri extension, you are sending your farmers to help you are sending your extension officers or your technology assistants to help the farmers know how to use the tool. You are gathering information from them. You are giving them quality standards, but you're also ensuring that they are producing according to the specification. And then now you are having to even help bring or track the goods. So in a sense, your company is changing in relation to the needs of the sector that you serve, correct?
Yeah, we are evolving, but we're not changing the core of who we are.
Okay.
The core of who we are is that we will remain a technology business,
okay,
and we will be the operating system for the rural area, for people to learn, move things back and forth. The reason why we don't want to become a logistics company is that there are many other tracking companies who do this already. But with the right operating system, with the right digital platform, they are able to get, for some of our partners who hold like about 100 trucks, they know the amount of business that we'll get from us every year, millions of business every year. So we build a platform, we put everyone together, we get financing and everything to move, and then we get people who are great at doing each of these things to come and do it. So we will remain a technology intelligence business that gives opportunity, that throws more light on risk that exists and offers solutions, but more importantly, doing it through partnerships. So we continue to remain true to who we are, which is a tech platform. But you're right, we are a tech platform that also brings more offline people to come in to make this work. Because in our part of the world, you need to collaborate. And you can't also do everything by yourself. For instance, we can't go and be the company that buys about 100 trucks and put it on our balance sheet, or the company that builds all the warehouses. Like that's just, that's just not the company that we want to be. So that's why we focus exclusively on building technology to throw more light on opportunities for both farmers and partners, and then getting more partners to come and take advantage of it. And this is what we are very excited about when it comes to the agri fair, because the agri fair is bringing everyone together. Whether you're a farmer, whether you're a bank, you're agribusiness, a processor, like we work with all of them. So them, all of them coming together, and we bring in our technology. Hopefully, it's a match made in heaven. In a way, that's going to help Ghanaian farmers.
We'll come in a minute to what you do when the agri fair happens. But let's come back to information.
Yeah.
It seems to me as if a lot of farmers do what they do intuitively. They sense when they have to go and plant. They know what to do. How do you convince them to leave their intuition and say, let me listen to an AI tool telling me weather forecast or whatever is going to happen? It seems a bit far-fetched, because the way we conceptualize a typical smallholder farmer is somebody who's done this for many years and knows what to do. AI is at the extreme high end of technology, right? We're not even sure we understand where it's going. So you're basically bringing the future into one of the oldest professions. That's quite steep. How do you convince the farmers to even listen to you, and never mind listen to the AI chatbot telling them whatever it needs to tell them?
So you're right. First of all, farmers don't care about AI. They don't care about AI. They just want to get access to information. They want it when they want it. And you're right. A lot of them make decisions based on intuition. So the way you win trust with farmers is you just do or show. So if you say it's going to rain tomorrow, 11 o'clock, you better ring tomorrow, 11 o'clock. If it doesn't rain, we get a lot of calls from our helpline or people getting angry at us. And we get it all the time when we get it wrong. Okay. So people know. And then the information that we give to farmers is not fresh information. Remember, we are complementing what in-person extension officers do. Okay. They've gone to train people in person. We take the curriculum and then we train the AI on the curriculum. and then the AI is then able to offer reminders. The AI just plays a role around answering questions, but a bulk of the work that we do digital is sending messages to farmers based on their cropping calendar. So if we know that you're supposed to be planting next week and you're growing maize and you're in northern Ghana, we know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, so we give you information based on that. That information is mostly pre-recorded by humans, so when we send it out, people pick it up and listen. They can hear and understand. When they have questions, they can call and understand. They can call and ask questions. They have options of talking to humans, but they have options that talk to AI as well. I must admit, the AI's level of speaking Chui and Evan Hausa is not, at the human proficiency yet. But we are getting there. We are planning by the end of the month. We get to the level where when you speak, you can't even tell that you're talking to like an AI. Today, when you speak to you can he's speaking like old Chui and old Evan that most people have forgotten. So we are now trying to get into
It's
like
speaking
normal.
biblical ever.
Yes, biblical level, because a lot of that, so you already know. So there are limitations. There are limitations, but there are also big opportunities when we overcome those limitations. And opportunities are like, if we can imagine the amount of productivity that we can unlock, that no matter the language that you speak in Ghana, we have about 50 or so something like dialect. Where I speak in Mamprusi, ever, the different types of ever, Bedome, ever, Anglo, ever, you can call and speak and answer questions. Imagine the productivity that will be unlocked. That if someone living in Keta can get access to the full power of ChatGPT or the full power of the internet or Google, and information can be given to them in their language that they understand. For us, this will transform many things. Imagine if, like, even going beyond agriculture, if the guy that is selling, when you're going to water, for instance, people who put things by the roadside and just wait for someone to. Imagine if there's a tool that can let them know when people are going to come and when can actually buy. So they don't stay there all day. They just say, like, okay, I know the peak selling hours. I'll just sit there for 2 hours and make my money. I go and do another business.
Wow.
This is happening in other parts of the world.
I'll be looking forward to seeing some of your tools in action during the fair proper. Talk to me about finance, though. You are not a bank, yet you are heavy on finance. How does your technology help crack the finance, which for many people is the biggest issue with agric in these parts? Explain how your finance solution works.
The only additionality that our open finance solution, which is what we are calling our solution for financial institution work, is that the only additionality is giving them visibility around climate risk and growing risk.
Okay.
Banks are really, really good at analyzing if a person is going to default or not. Do you have they can do all the financial diligence, in some cases even psychometry. They have their own credit scoring. So the differentiation is not about credit scoring. Everyone can build credit scoring. But we, for instance, we know where places in Ghana, not in Ghana, where there's going to be 50% less rain. And we know what happens if someone is growing rice there, if there's 50% less rain. So if you're a bank and someone has come for a loan from you in northern Ghana, and you don't know there's going to be 50% less rain, they can have the high harvest. They will still default because maybe they didn't plan for irrigation. Maybe they didn't plan to have the combined harvester that will harvest well with dry land to avoid the rice from breaking. So then they couldn't sell. Right. So for us, that's the visibility that we bring. Beyond giving that visibility and building tools for people to like quantify the visibility, we also provide support throughout. Right. So we have people that will go to the farm and actually go monitor. It's still very important because there are instances where people wake up at dawn and then harvest their food before we get there. Right. So those things do happen. So people actually go in to physically check the thing to make sure it is there. And then finally, we having overview and control over the cash flow. Because we get over $20 million worth of orders every year, people want to buy already. So if those farmers sell to us, we then help the financial institutions with the platform to then offset, get back their money. So for us, like the main value add when we work with financial institutions is they bring the money, they deploy to our customers off balance sheet because they see the opportunity. We go to work and work very, very hard to make sure the farmers succeed, to make sure that the banks also get their money back. So that it's a win-win partnership for all.
All right.
Farmers grow more food, make more money, banks deploy more capital. We all grow our businesses together.
You make agric sound so sexy. Lots of young people listening will wondering, wow, this is agric and this guy is talking as if he's discussing spaceships. I mean, make your final pitch to young people about the sector because we do know that it has potential in the value chain for many people, yet it's underfunded and possibly slandered as a high-risk sector with not any real technology going on there. You represent one of the poster companies making agric look good again. What's your pitch to young Ghanaians listening to you about the importance of agric and why they should get involved in the value chain?
there's money to be made, but do not ignore the risk. The risk do exist for a reason. But solutions also do exist. Behind every risk is big opportunity. And that's why we are launching a new platform called Just Farm this month. It's an app where all you need to have, everyone comes from a family that has access to some farmland somewhere. If you are a Ghanaian, I'm from Ho, my family has some farmland somewhere or have access to farmland. So everyone has that. So if you're a young person, you've been hearing every day, there is opportunity in agriculture, but the risks are too much. When we launch this Just Farm app, all you have to do is just go to justfarm.ai. Now you can currently go and join the waiting list. You can sign up. And when you sign up with that, when the app is live later in the month and you sign up, you just go to your village, select your village, select the land that is a farming land in your village. You can look at it all through your phone using satellite. And then when you select it, the AI tells you, and it is accurate. It tells you when you tested all this and check the science, the AI tells you the crops that you can grow there when you select it. And then when you select the area of the land that you own there, to tell you the steps that you need to take to grow, how much that is going to cost you, and then how much potential revenue that you can make. We know this because we have the cost data. Potential revenue, we also know what the market is offering. So truly, you just have all that information up front. And then if you really want to join Farmerline's network, then you sign up. Our team will get in touch and then take you through the KYC process and onboard you, where we co-finance with you. So you bring some money, we bring some money, we grow with you together. Where you bring your farm managers, we bring our people onto the ground, and then we help grow the food. And when we grow the food, there's market also waiting. So this Just Farm app is something that is going to help people make a lot of money from agriculture. And all they have to do is to just farm with Farmerline.
This sounds very exciting, and Farmerline are going to be our technology partners for the Agri Fair, which is happening between the 20th and 22nd of the month of June. Aloysius is the co-founder and CEO of Farmerline, who's a great ambassador for technology and agriculture. Aloysius, thank you for talking to us. So that's all we have time for today's edition. Don't forget, the On Air series is brought to you by Absa Bank, MTN, and Zonda Tech. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Happy Father's Day. This Father's Day, celebrate the strength, wisdom, and warmth of Dad with a well-deserved escape to Petuasi Valley Resort. Enjoy exclusive discounts on our luxurious rooms and pamper him with tailored spa treatments for total relaxation. Top up the experience with our special Father's Day lunch buffet at the Baobab Restaurant, while you enjoy classic tunes from our live band with good vibes for the whole family. For reservations, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Petuasi Valley Resort. Live life.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy.
Charlie, where are you?
Boss man, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
Echo Bank, bro. With Echo Bank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Walwale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Massa, just download the Echo Bank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Oh, right into the pond.
Of course, a pro indeed, Andy.
Another message? Oh, wait, not again.
Why, what's wrong?
We've exceeded our fuel budget by 15,000 Ghana cedis this month. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's crazy. Just for a few vehicles?
Exactly. We spend so much on fuel, but I don't even know where it's going.
I had the same problem until Instroma GPS saved me. Their fuel monitoring system stops fuel theft and wastage, saving me thousands, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it paid for itself in months. Plus, I get monthly reports that track every drop of fuel. Hey, I don't go lose God. Take control of your fuel costs today. Get a free demo of Instroma's fuel monitoring system. Call 024-676-7662 now. Instroma GPS. Your choice, your savings.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement, unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Hot Jobs.
Tired of HR headaches? Simplify your business with Hot Jobs Africa. As your one-stop HR shop, we handle recruitment, labor outsourcing, expatriate management, consultancy services, and corporate trainings. Plus, we offer staff basing and 100% staff support to boost productivity. Don't let HR hassles hold you back. Contact Hot Jobs Africa today. Call us on 030-3980-362. WhatsApp us on 020-433-6004 or email info@hotjobsafrica.org. Visit our website www.hotjobsafrica.org. Hot Jobs Africa. Think HR, think Hot Jobs.
Hot Jobs.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
46 minutes after 9, we'll be taking you to the Citi Business Forum 2025 shortly, where Michael Koto's presentation is underway. In the meantime, Fresh Look Eye Center is excited to bless our dads with a special Father's Day promo. So for your fathers and the father figures in your life from now to the 20th of June, all fathers and indeed anyone who visits during this period can enjoy half price discount on consultations, frames and lenses at any of their branches. And listen, any lady who would want to partake must be accompanied by a gentleman. Go ahead, find one and visit any of the branches conveniently close to you. Adenta, Atomic, 37, East Legon, Hacho, Bosha, Spintex or Wager. These are the places you will find us. 02476-12654 is the number. We are also a DVLA accredited eye test center. Fresh Look Eye Center, identity you can trust. And if you're looking forward to celebrating your father in style, taste, and heartfelt moments, the African Regent Hotel is helping you do just that. This Sunday, 15th June, Father's Day brunch from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Muchia Restaurant. Enjoy a flavorful buffet with live music by Christ the King Angelic Choir at 770 Ghana cedis per person. And if you want it extra special, book our exclusive Father's Day weekend package for 3,340 Ghana cedis per night. Enjoy club room for 2, welcome drinks, breakfast and dinner buffet. Late checkout at 2 p.m. valid from the 13th to 15th of June 2025. For reservations, please call 0302-765-180, 050-939-5104. MKT at African-Regent-Hotel.com is the email. African Regent Hotel, simply Afropolitan. And your trusted financial partner, GCB Bank, is committed to ensuring that your shares with us continue to thrive and yield positive results. And having accurate contact information of you helps us do that and share data with you directly. So we kindly request you update your records, your telephone number, your email, etc., with the bank to regularly and timelessly share relevant updates with you. To update your records, please visit any of our branches or our website www.gcbbank.com.gh, or please go to our shareholders portal epay.gcbltd.com:98/shareholders portal. Go through a simple process to update your records. With just a few simple steps, you can ensure a seamless experience and stay well informed about the progress of your shares. GCB is your bank for life. So now we're crossing over to tune in to that presentation delivered by Michael Koto at the Citi Business Forum.